Welcome to Oxygen Not Included, where we're gonna create a little do paradise. I'm your host, Average Gaming, and this is a video compilation of my first 10 episode, where we went from starting off with nothing to building a massive base, creating a thriving society. Let's get into the video. Welcome back, fellow gamers, your host, Average Gaming, and today we're gonna try something a little new, Oxygen Not Included. It's a survival resource management type game. I absolutely adore this game. I really do enjoy playing. It's a lot of fun. I've never recorded because it always feels like it's gonna be a lot to record. But here we are. If you enjoy this and want to see me try more of it, just leave a like and we'll do that. So let's start this off in survival, and I'm gonna go classic because you get bigger maps, and we're gonna start off on the first one. And I'm just gonna leave whatever the first setting is here and go with that. I am not gonna mess with the game settings. We're gonna leave everything as is, and I'm gonna start game. And the goal for this series is pretty simple, right? One, create a thriving population, make sure our dupes are good, conquer the first asteroid, and also a second asteroid. All right, so these are the three dupes we're gonna start with. I want somebody to do digging, I want somebody to do agriculture and plants and food, and a science person that has construction, because there won't be science in all the time. So that should work out pretty well for us. Let me go ahead, hit embark, and let's get these guys to work. And like I mentioned, this is a survival game, right? So pretty much just telling us to rebuild our colony, blah, blah, blah. So like I mentioned, a survival game. I'm not the one that needs to survive, these guys are. So the goal is to find a way to keep these guys alive as long as possible and explore other planets. So to start, they have needs, right? So you got to get them food, they need a place to rest, they need oxygen. The game is called Oxygen Not Included, even though it's kind of a lie. It is included, just not a lot. The blue is oxygen, the red is some non-breathable air. So to start off, this is our little area we start in. I have uranium right here. So we're gonna, that's a lot of water too. I'm just looking at my starting biome. This hot part is really close. All right, let's start doing some digging. So the first thing I want to do is get them a house. So to do that, I'm gonna go ahead and just place, that's gonna get me a house. Okay, so I'm giving them some building tasks to do. As you can see, just a little bit of digging for now. That's why we got the digger and everything. The game does start us off with a little bit of food. So it starts off with 1,600 calories of food. Each one of these guys require 1,000 calories per day. So now that they're starting to get stuff, let's do a little bit more planning. And I'm thinking, I want to go down here. I like to have this as like my center of my base, but I think I'm going to push it over here. And then do that for now, and then go all the way down if they have time. We're also going to go ahead and dig out. I don't want to dig too close to the water because I feel like that's going to be an issue soon. This water is killing me. Okay, so we're going to move up actually. Cancel those. Yeah, we're going to have these guys come up and do stuff for us a little more. I think that's going to be better. And I'm going to put down some toiletry. There's 3 of them. I tend to like to do 1 for each one. But we will change that in the future. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do, right? I create a little area here. This has a bed. It has everything they need to create like a little housing area for them, and that should be enough for these guys to set up on their own. I'm not gonna put those in yet, so I'm gonna tell them to prioritize these, so they should do that a little faster. But first. And then we're gonna go up and say, hey, just do that faster. So let me fast forward this so these guys can work, and I'll see you once they're done. Now they are done. As you can see, they build the bathrooms. I am gonna change direction only when they're leaving. Copy settings. And I'm gonna raise these also to 6. Copy settings. Oh wait, I didn't do. This is gonna be an issue. I forgot to put a way for them to get water, so I have to put water for them, or else they can't really use the bathrooms now, can they? And let's change some priority. I don't have a lot of time. Hopefully they got it done. That's fine. Yeah, with 2 of them digging, that should be good. Hopefully this pump should be. Oh, it's not done. I was so close. They can't wash their hands. There's no water for them to wash their hands. They are filthy. We're gonna have to fix that once we got water. Okay, they're grabbing water. They're gonna fill it up. Fill the last one up. And then what I'm gonna do is send all of them over here, their filthy self, so they don't bring any of the germs back. Yep, see, washing the hands now. Good, good. So I didn't get any germs around my base, which is nice, except for the, I don't really need to worry too much about germs. It just slowed them down a little bit, but I don't like it around the place. Now that they're doing that, I want to go ahead and get a research station set up. Right, that's this little device here. We'll put it right here. I think you get a buff being, you get a buff for working in light. And then we'll do power. I also want to do 2 batteries for now, a wheel, and oxygen is not included, so we got to make sure we create our own. So dupes have this thing to do where they like to trap themselves. They can only jump about 2 blocks, and as you can see, that is 3 blocks. They're not going to get to this one. It's unreachable. So I have to like go ahead and make sure these geniuses are taken care of. Not only do I gotta find food for them, I gotta make sure they don't trap and kill themselves. Now I'm thinking we upgrade the priority for this one, because I do want to get this electricity up running faster. So as soon as they finish doing everything else, they'll get me this setup here. And this is amusing. To get power, somebody has to come and run on the wheel. I just think it's amusing. So research now, we're gonna go ahead and give that a shot. I kind of want to get to the food and the mess hall. That's gonna give us another boost in morale. So as they do stuff, they get experience and they get skills, and but for you to use their skills, it takes morale. They have to like be in good moods or else they won't be able to do it. Well, it'll stress them out, and stress can do really weird things to the dupes. So we're finally starting to create our own oxygen, which is nice, but it isn't bad, right? So as you can see, all the blue is oxygen, all the red is not. And we've unlocked a decent part of the map, right? That's a lot of copper, which is nice. We got some hot biomes over here. I would like to be next to that coal biome, but whatever, we'll take it for now. And we have our first printing pod. If we get a good enough dupe, I'll take one, but construction, I don't like the bottomless stomach. I kind of feel like we could wait. I'll just take the coal. This construction one is very tempting. It's just the bottomless stomach. Do I really need to worry about food though? I might regret this later on, but all right, let's do it. Let's take them. And I will set up schedules now because I only have 2 toilets and 4 dupes. We don't want them going to the bathroom at the same time. So I'm gonna set up like this. This should be good. It still gives them 2 morale. Let's do that. So each one we get 2 morale. I believe one of these guys are a night owl, but I don't remember which one. I will have to check and see. It's just so that all of them are not in the bathroom at the same time. So I want to see who is a night owl. I guess I didn't do the night owl. The next thing I want to do is my researcher. Yeah, I think researcher is Steve. So we're gonna stop everyone else from doing research and make it a high priority for Steve, which I think is what's going on right now. And I believe Steve did finish. He finished the first research for us. We have plantopox. I do have this now. I can move this. Yeah, let this run for a little bit more, and I'll decide what to do with these guys in a minute, because I want to get all this water into one place. All right, so the researches are finished that we need to get stuff done. So I'm thinking right now we look at a second research, and I think I want to do, I would like to go for these insulated tile. You know what? Yeah, let's go for the insulated tile. So I'm gonna set this one off because I need this new research table. We also have the mess table, so we could go ahead and create like a little dining hall for these guys. And obviously I can't click. And so a dining hall needs a room, so you gotta kind of enclose them. And I believe it's, yeah, there we go, mess hall. There's 4 of them, so 1 for each one. And we don't have any decorations yet, but we'll deal with that later on. And I'm gonna let them work. All right, so it looks like Max got himself trapped again. Can I move him here? No, he cannot. Which means something here is too deep. He has to dig himself down. There we go. So what I'm thinking we do, right? I need a place to store food. So I'm gonna put that here. The food like 1 level lower because carbon dioxide is heavier than oxygen, so it'll drop down and get trapped in this area. And the food will just last a little longer, so it'll give our food an effect called sterile environment, which will stop it from decaying faster. Again, all this is temporary. This will be adjusted better later. And as you can see, food is going up, even though I did add extra dupes, so we add more milk to feed. But you do find food as you dig through this place. You know what? Let's have him do all, and we'll make that a 6 priority, so to get rid of that so they get those things faster. At least this way they'll store the food. These two also needs to be a 6. It doesn't work unless they're a 6 too. All right, and what this will do, right? This will let carbon dioxide go in here, and it'll create a sterile environment, which will make food take longer to decay. Why do I have idle dupes? Let's just do that. Put that there. All right, so I think it's time we jump into farming. So we have that set up. Let me get myself this tile. And I also need a new station, which is the supercomputer, which I wanted to put here. There we go. Look at that. You believe I plan all this. With that running there, we're going to start doing some farming. I think it's 5 of these per dupes. And I'll do a 6th one because of the fact that one of these guys have bottomless stomach. And let's set some priorities. So I have my digger, which is it Max is digging for me? Yes, he is the 9 digger. So we make him a higher dig priority. Benny is my constructionist. So you're gonna do building for me. What is Lindsay? My farming. Okay, so Lindsay's gonna do farming and then ranching. And I'm pretty sure I got skills by now, right? Yes, everyone got 1 skill point. And as you can see, morale needs to be able to match your skill point. So this is my constructionist, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna give her a little hat to go with it. Lindsay is gonna be my farmer. I'm gonna do both crop and farming. Max is my digger. And was Steve? Yeah, Steve is my scientist. All right, so with those points, they should go ahead and do stuff now. And we're gonna set plant mealwood. This way everybody has a job to do, right? And as you can see, my food calorie just dropped hard. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start digging again to make sure I get food. But once these things start growing, in about 3 cycles, we're gonna have food. I have 4 dupes. I have enough food for maybe 2 cycles right now. So I think it's time we just start expanding a little bit. I think I'm gonna leave this so I could get that food later. Because I've been digging up all the food I found in a while, and maybe I shouldn't do that. And we're gonna let them run. I think I can go digging this way too. Like that. Yeah, food is taking a beating already. Honestly, I'm thinking down here might be a good place to put our food supply. Now, insulated tile protects you from the elements, and I think I want to try this one. Just for now. And we're going to do like that. That should keep at least this a little warm. Well, it should keep it from absorbing a ton of that heat. Because as you can see, over here is a lot warmer, and I want to keep this temperature close to the same. I'm hoping that's a cold biome, which would be nice, because it's like -3 degrees. Feel free to leave any tips you might have in the comments below. I really appreciate it. I enjoy this game, but I'm still relatively new to the more advanced part of it. So if you have any tips or tricks you might want to leave, please go ahead and let me know. I'll read them all. Alright, so I think they've done most of what I wanted them to do. So let's pause that for a sec. Food is back up even though we haven't started growing yet. It's just digging around gets you food. Research. I think we go liquid, and I want bathrooms. So we're gonna go liquid. Let's get this bathroom going. And is there anything I need? Then we'll go to liquid reservoirs. Oh, I need the sieve. Actually, we're gonna go from bathrooms to the sieve, then to, yeah, I need all those to build like a self-sustaining bathroom system. And I'm trying to decide where I want to put all this water. I'm thinking maybe over here. This majority of water is already on this side. So what I'm thinking we could do is come here. Okay, so I think this is what we do. I wanted to get rid of the iridium. I just wanted to drop. I need a next level of digging. Okay, so let's do this in pieces then. Let's have them clean up that much for us. And then we'll come back to the iridium. Do I have enough points to give? No, I don't. All right. So to dig this, it requires super hard digging, which is... Wow, I can't dig that for a while. That's going to give them a little bit of radiation poison, but I think we'll be fine. Wow, none of that's going to work. Oh, this is like super hard stuff. So we're just going to cut in from here then. Yeah, that's going to have to work for now. And my research is done, so let's start the other one. We want the water sieve, which is going to be great. Yeah, if you look at the radiation overlay, it's not bad, but it's, you know, it's not going to be an issue. And we have new printers. Let's see. Light, rust, farmer. Ooh, decreased construction is no good. Decreased construction. You know, let me think about this. Both of these guys have green thumb, which gives them a little bit more in agriculture. So this guy would actually be a +8 versus... Yeah, we're gonna come back to those. But as you can see, my food is growing, which is always nice. We're gonna get food soon, and this should... Oh, there we go. We already got our first one. We got our first mealwood growing. And as you can see, Lindsay's harnessing. Now somebody should pick that up and put it away. Exactly. There is more. Yeah, I think we're good. Food is doing really well. There's a research I should have done. It's for batteries, to get myself a bigger battery, which would have saved the dupes a lot of time. But I didn't think about it until just now. So we're gonna have to have them run. And they're still digging out here for us, which is nice. Let's go ahead and dig another 4. I don't want to go mess with this slime yet. It's not like an issue, but I just don't want to deal with it right now. Now to handle slime, it'll require me to deal with power. And so I'm looking at this stat here. It says only 30% of my place is breathable. So I was like, what? Why are you suffocating? Okay. Yeah, there's no oxygen down here. So yeah, you're going to get a little bit of suffocation. It's making their life a lot harder, honestly. But I don't want depleted oxygen. I definitely don't want natural gas coming in here either. This is gonna... the bottom here seems like a bad idea. So I'm thinking we're gonna expand out this way, just so I could see what's going on. Because it does look like there's a coal biome over here, and I would be interested in seeing what's going on there. The next thing I want to do is put down some storage. I do have a mod that gives me bigger storage systems. So yeah, that makes life a little easier. And I want to sweep up the areas that they live in. because I can't deal with polluted water yet. No. Okay, I was right. There's an ice biome here. There's a geyser here. So is this a trick you could do to see them without actually like deactivating it? And that tells you what it is. Liquid sulfur. See, I don't even know if that's helpful. What do you do? I know I could use sulfur to feed an animal, but I don't know anything else about it. I can't mine that. I can't mine that. Can't really get into other biomes yet. Once the water tank is finished, we'll bring all the water down here, and that's gonna clear some space for us. Max is not digging as fast. He's not getting XP for digging fast. Is his priority set right? He is set to dig in first. And we have space for more research. Let's see. I want to do the battery asset, and I still got to come back and do something else. I'm hoping this is enough water to get us through for a bit, and at least hold most of the water we have on hand. And I think we do have our digger Max skilled up yet. Come on, Max. Yeah, I'm gonna put Lindsay into more farming. Do my builder. I kind of want to give my builder tidy so they could carry more weight. And I have to get her, at least get her to a higher level of research, because that's what she'll need later on. So I think this is set. Food is going up. Even though it's not like meal ice, it's still very low, but we're still digging up so much food that it shouldn't be a problem. Oxygen is going good. I think we're doing pretty good. We can actually start a fungus farm. We have timberweed. Yeah, we're finding some pretty good stuff here actually. And we have more time for research. So let's finish up the last one I needed. Do the bathrooms, and that's storage. All right, so I think for now we are doing pretty well. Food is coming in. We're doing well with that, right? So I'm at 36,000 calories, 37. My dupes are all sleeping. They're doing well. Toilets being clean, as you can see. Hands are being washed. Yeah, I think I'm doing pretty well. Today, what I want to do is actually deal with these guys. I would like to get a hatch farm up so we can upgrade our guys to better food, right? Because if you go to consumable, food has like ratings and there's morale and quality. Right now they're eating meal ice, and that's like ghastly, negative morale. So if I go to one of my dupes and take a look at their, let's go to skills actually, and it'll show me where they're getting morales from. So if you look at Lindsay here, she has like a -1 from a meal. All of them should have negative from a meal because I'm not feeding them anything good. Except for Max. Max, what have you been eating? Yeah, I don't know what Max has been eating. Where's Max? It doesn't tell me what he ate last, but something he ate has boosted his morale. So one of the things I wanted to do today, I kind of want to get this guy out of here. So this is one of those negative traits where I get distracted way too easily. And what I want to do today is actually go ahead and build like the ultimate hatch farm. So I want to set up a hatch farm so we can get some barbecue going and, you know, give these guys some good food. So we got a coal biome here, which is good. We have natural gas, another slime biome, some gold. There's not a lot of gold. One more gold. Over here has tons of gold, but the natural gas, and this is hot. Actually, it's not that hot actually. Okay, it's not actually, when it's producing natural gas, it's pretty hot, but right now it's not. But yeah, I think it might be overpressured, isn't it? Yeah, so for today we want to go ahead and do some hatch ranching. And to do it properly, I would like to get some automation done. So that means I would need to get myself, I need automation wires. I need to get myself the rock crusher. I need to get the shipping. So I need to go all the way here. I might as well just do that now. Actually, to here. So it has to go and do, there's a lot of research that Lindsay's gonna have to do today to get us that. And I'm thinking, I want to bring this water in here, but I don't want to flood this tank yet without being able to get this hatch out. So I want to set up my first little hatch place. Just a place to like put these guys for now. So we can do something like that. I'm gonna fill all this out because I don't want hatches digging in the ground. And I don't have anything researched for hatch yet. Oh, this is gonna be fun. So for me to catch hatch and stuff, I gotta research this. So we're gonna do that first, and then we're gonna come back and do the shipping stuff. So let's go ahead and have them do that. I'm also gonna clean up here. I'm gonna spend some time just sweeping up these stuff here. And I wanna make a place for the polluted water. I'm thinking over here. With all this chlorine here, it might be good to just try and see if I could use that for polluted water. Right, like maybe that. I'm gonna have to choose like how this is dug up. I want it in the same level. Yeah, so I'm thinking this will be good for our water, right? So what I'm gonna do is actually dig out all that. And I'm also gonna make this a 6. So they should build that as they dig it out. I also want to get my hands on about 2 more dupe altogether. Oh wait, I think my research finished. It did finish. Nice. Now let's go back and do the shipping one that we wanted. All right, so now that that's being done, these guys, food is still pretty good. We're not seeing a big surplus in like meal ice, which is annoying, but it is what it is for now. As you can see, they are building this up here. I am going to put a door there. And I want to put on an airlock here, which I think is it that? I think that's the design you want to do for an airlock. And then you just put some water in there. Now, where is my plumbing? I think that should keep this area from being like polluted. I'm just gonna do that for the sake of doing it, but I have a mod on that actually makes my doors actually work. So this is still not gonna be, it's gonna work just fine with this setup here. So these are nice to do, but it is water and it does make it dupe. Ceiling collapse. It's not an issue though. I was like gonna freak out. I'm like, are you kidding me? Suffocating. I don't know what's going on. What is going on here? Stop all that. Okay. As always, these dupe trap themselves again, even though, you know, I don't know why they do this. They always trap themselves like that. Okay, go get here. Jeez. I'm thinking of bringing one of these here because I don't seem to ever have oxygen down there. So let's bring a diffuser down. And this diffuser makes more than enough oxygen because this alone produces 500 oxygen. And each dupe need, I believe, is 100 a cycle? Or is it a second? Yeah, it's 100 a second. This guy produced 500 a second. So you have more than enough oxygen to do whatever you need. So I would love to take her as a cook, but I think we're gonna just take the dirt for now. I want to cook, and I also want at least some tidying. I don't want to have a negative effect on the cook. I don't want just to cook. This is like this, that, have them build those, and then we should be, I'm gonna wait till they finish building this one and then put this up. There we go. And this one, I'm not gonna actually fill this. I'm gonna leave it as this for now in case I ever need to remove this mod that does the door locks. I don't have the what do you call it yet, but let's put that there. My first ranch is gonna go here for the hatches. Resource wise, I think we have a lot of food to fill them, to feed them. So I'm thinking I have tons of sandstone. What else do I have a ton of? I'm gonna feed them sandstone first. No, I think I'm gonna feed them igneous rock to get the rock ones. But we're gonna start with sandstone and then we're gonna work our way through the food for them because that's way more sandstone than I would ever need. And we should be tracking a few things, right? I do want to track my algae. I would like to track my copper. I should track my coal. Yeah, we're gonna track sandstone for now. I think those are the things we're gonna track for now. So now this guy, somebody's gonna come and build this. Somebody's gonna build this wire that's gonna push oxygen here. I honestly do believe that this thing works with this one. We're gonna find out. But I believe this stops air from going through. And there goes the oxygen. It's gonna clear some of this up. I should pump Wait, oh, I'm just thinking about it now. Chlorine is gonna be an issue. So chlorine is gonna give my dupes like an eye irritation, which should boost their stress, which is not exactly what we want. So gas there. As you can see, the chlorine don't actually come up. So this actually door actually worked because of the mod I'm using, which is kind of what you want. You don't want to have like chlorine running through your base. And I'm gonna build this out. I kind of want to grab that Draco, but I guess that could be a later problem. Okay, as you can see, he has an eye irritation, which decreases their athletic. It makes them slower. Okay, that's what it does. But yeah, we're boosting oxygen here. This should all still be carbon dioxide. I really should pump. I should do something about that. Okay, so now we have that. I want to grab all the hatch babies, and let's make that a 6. So they're working at pretty high. I'm gonna go ahead and do capture critters, and if we see any dupes, somebody's gonna catch. Oh, I don't have a critter catcher yet. So Lindsay's my farmer. I do have an extra skill. Let's put her there. Let me see if I can use up these other skills. There we go. These guys are being tossed in here. They're still wild, so there shouldn't be too much of an issue. Oh, there's another one there. Okay, now that that one is captured, let's close this off. Yeah, that should work. Oh no. I want you to work on this one first. Let's lower the priority here because I don't want them to dig this one up yet because this pond is too small. And I'm afraid it's gonna flood my entire. That's not what I wanted to do. I did not want that to. Okay, perfect. That worked out. That actually worked out barely. It worked. It barely worked, but it worked. I will take it. I will take it. Now to get this water over here, I'm thinking what we do with that is I just block here like that, right? And then we have somebody coming here and dig it out. Dig that too. And that should push all the water in there for us. Yeah, I don't see any germs in my water yet, so that's good. So I need to expand my hatch area because there is 6 of them in here and they're already overcrowded. I need to have 96 about here, right? So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna come here and block this off. Also block that off. Let's not get rid of that yet and have these guys work. Okay, it seems like most of my ranching stuff is done. It's not. Oh, smart batteries. I still haven't done that. Yeah, I gotta remember to do smart batteries. But I also need to. I already have the grooming station. So let's do smart battery. I think it's a station. Yeah, that's why I didn't see it. Let's do that. So we're gonna put a feeder there. And there's one more item I put here and I forgot what it is. I think a storage bin. I think that's all I need. And there's the next thing I like to do, right? Where you just block here off to keep these guys in. I don't remember who I saw this from, but I saw someone online doing this. And this will keep all the hatch in there. Okay, so this is already built off. I am gonna sweep up this water. This water too. We are also gonna dig this out. Maybe dig here like that. Get rid of that. And so this is our water supply. I need to lower this a little bit, so that should be good. I am gonna lock this off for a second, just so they'll move them over there. And then I'm gonna open back up here. And I want to get polluted water out of here. As you can see, it's starting to be an issue up here. I don't want polluted water up there. So for hatch, we're going to feed them. How does hatch work again? So for me to get a stone, I got to feed them sedimentary rock. And I don't know how much of that I have. Yeah, I don't have a lot of sedimentary rock. I'm also going to do granite. I think you end up with a lot of granite too. So we're going to feed them sedimentary rock later. But for now, I'm going to set this up as sandstone. So they're going to be fed sandstone. They should be good. And I'm going to set this up to take sandstone too. And we're going to eventually make that a 6, a little higher. Okay, now I need to do something with priorities. I want to change these two. So Lindsay's going to start doing some ranching stuff for these guys at a higher priority. So whenever they're ready to be groomed, she's going to come in here, groom them, and then do food afterwards. And I think that's going to really help us because that's really going to make it better for us. Soggy feet. So I think for these dupes, I need 2 of these because I think the way it's set up, 1 or 2 hatch is enough to feed 1 dupe. So this, is he hungry? He is hungry. Look at this. I'm like, why is his mouth like this? But he's hungry. So yeah. What we're going to do with that now is just, yeah, so this should have 8. So 8 critters should be in there. I need to find a place to get rid of the eggs pretty soon. And to do that, I want to get shipping. But this requires refined metal. And we got to get into refined metal production. I'm thinking bananas. There's so much more water to move around. All right, let's get all the water move around first. So that's gonna come there. This is gonna come here. Like that. I don't think there's any yeah, there's no food poisoning in this water, so we're good. And just let them work on that. So that should move all the water to this hole at the bottom here. So my tank is big enough, which is nice. And for this bit, I could just mop it up. Yeah, and that's gonna push all the water we have here into our little water tank. All right, so I think this is pretty much ready. I don't think we could do much more with the hydrogen. There is some chlorine up here. I mean, yeah, there's some hydrogen up here, but I don't really like feel the need to deal with it. Yeah, but as you can see, this whole thing is chlorine, and chlorine actually kills germs. So I'm gonna lock here off. Liquid, polluted water. And let's make that 6 because I want him to get rid of those as fast as possible. So now with that being in there, we shouldn't have like polluted dirt around the place. And if you take a look, mostly polluted water we're gonna get is gonna be germy, but they're gonna die off pretty quick. Even though they grow in polluted water, you can see they're still dying off because it's a full room of chlorine. No, they're actually growing again. Yeah, I think eventually they will die off. Let's put a wash basin there. Make it a high priority. And let's just go ahead and disinfect this. I just don't want to have like polluted stuff all over my place. This one is tempting, but I think I'll wait for one with a better stat. And then we're just going to go with the fertilizer. I don't seem to have a lot of that. I did set up a new research to run because I need to get my hand on the oxidizer. Deodorizer. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, so we need to get our hands on that. And then I'm thinking I get storages. All right, I got the liquid storage. I just want to get my hands on this one. And while we do that, I have a little extra time, right? So I'm thinking this one is a little too big. I don't want to deal with that big. Let's do it here then. Like that. What I can just do now, let's grab insulated tile and that's gonna be an issue. Just run that there. I'm trying to see how big my main area is going to be. I think this is going to be my main area where my dupe has to be, you know, they'll be safe, they'll be enclosed in. And everything else outside of that, we're going to use suits for, right? So this is going to be the main area for now. I do have a door there already. We should be good with this. That's pretty big for us to do everything, and then we can move all the other stuff outside of that. So they will begin to dig these out as we go. What I'll try to do is keep the abyssalite anywhere it is and only going from the top. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So let me queue up some more digging tasks for these guys. Like that. Like, clear down one. Go up one more. And I'm gonna try not to mess too much with water. This is sand, which means this is gonna fall, isn't it? Yeah, we'll see how that works. That should be fine. I think here, I should be able to delete this. Hopefully I could delete this. Yeah, I don't want to deal with the chlorine in my base. So I'm hoping that as I build, I'll take my time and build it slowly so we could delete it. Okay, so we move all our water down here. I didn't want them to get their foot wet just to do that. So let's deconstruct that and then we'll move this up like that. This way they have different layers. They don't always have to get themselves wet just to mess with these things. And I should have the deoxidizer yet. I don't have that yet. Oh, we're out of power. Did I mess up my priorities? I don't have anybody set to do that type of stuff. So I'm thinking what I should do. I believe this is an operating task. Let's make this guy my second operating. So he'll do operating for me. And for the most part, we're doing pretty good. We have oxygen, we have water, we have food. Fresh out of meal lice, but you know, food is food. So now that this is being built, let's come down here. I don't really care too much about this side, but I'm thinking here is gonna be power for me. I want to get a smart battery. So let me see what is here and then deconstruct all of it. Yeah, I'll keep the abyss light here because I don't want to go too much in there. I do want to get in this coal biome and dig it up, but I think I'll do that from the top. Okay, so that's all clean. I need to get refined metal, and refined metal just tends to be a little hot. So I want to make sure I clean up an area that's outside my base to do that. Okay, so what I need to do now for power is, not power, for me to set up the grooming station the way I want to set it up, I still need to put an automated system in here to get rid of like eggs, like this one here. There's 2 eggs in there, and you see the gloom. So what I need to do, I think it's under, there we go. So we're gonna put this guy down. It's, it takes a lot of power, and it also takes a lot of heat. I really should be running like smart batteries, but I just don't have the technology to do it yet. And since we're doing that, I also want to start doing some automation. So I'm thinking we just go to there. Yeah, everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. I think so. We're gonna have to refrigerate food, aren't we? What do I have left? 400 here. Where's my food? It's over here. I don't have the fridge yet. As soon as I get the fridge, I'll put it down. Now to start building this out, what I want to do for the bathrooms, there's a way to like, okay, let me put this stuff down and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. So under plumbing, there is these. So I'm gonna put 1, 2. You know, let's put a 5th one down just in case. And then under medicine, I'll grab a sink. Like that. Right? Then under refinement, I should have a water sieve here, like that. I also want to grab one of these and put it here. Yeah. Then we're going to go to plumbing. I don't think I need insulated pipes. I'm just going to grab insulated pipes. I have tons of resource anyway. Do this. Right, do like that. I am going to grab this and do that. Then I could just clean up here. And that's going to be a full bathroom system, right? Yeah, I think that's going to be good. I don't think I need to do too much more for this one. I got to put floors in, which it seems like I'm gonna have to do a floor here anyway, so let's just floor that off. And that's gonna make a bathroom, then we can get rid of these guys. All right, so let's take a look at where we are so far. Right, so we set up a little power system over here, and that's gonna get us our refined metal. This person is making copper. I should have, yes. So we have almost a ton of copper already. So it's not too bad. It's a little bit of copper that helps. And this heat will not really, oh, that heat will come into my base. These doors are no good, huh? That is 20, 29. Can I make a door out of something better? Yeah, I don't know. I have to figure something out. I most likely have to put like a liquid lock here, but I don't think that's gonna stop heat, is it? No, it's not gonna stop heat. So yeah, so that's I can't do anything about that. But yeah, so this here, I have the heat here. I'm gonna move this eventually. This is just temporary. The little air setup here, put a little drop system here, and I'm just gonna store this in a bucket. I don't know why I call that bucket. You know what I mean. And I want to put some filters on this to clean this up, because I think by now we do have the deodorizers. So I can put 1, 2 there. Connect this and we should be good. And I think that's gonna work pretty well. The bathrooms, I had to like downsize it because it was too big. So now they're in a room, so they're getting buffs. We also have the animal room. I have the, why don't I have the great hall? How do I get the great hall? What am I missing? I don't know what I'm missing. I'm thinking it might be the decor. So I might have to put a plant in here to get myself my decor up a little bit. So if I get a flower pot, I should be able to just do, kind of sucks. I really was hoping I could do 2 more tables in there. Oh, here it is. The hanging pot. Let's just have them do these. And then they're gonna work on that research. So this ranch here, why are they cramped? Is there an egg in here somewhere? There is. Let's do a sweep. They'll sweep that up. I did set this system up here. So they'll put eggs in here. It's a sweep only. I should just make that those eggs for now. And what I'll do is grab some water. I'll tell them fill that up, enable auto bottle. And these guys should come and put some water here. I do have smart batteries that I'm starting to use now around the place. Deodorizer's going. I just want to clean up the oxygen a little bit. As you can see, all this is polluted oxygen. So I gotta figure out what to do with it, because all this at the bottom here is off gassing, and that's not what we want. So I'm gonna come and try to mop this up again and have them drop it here. As you can see, it just goes straight in there. Yeah, and that's gonna get rid of the polluted oxygen. So I think germs shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, it's still in polluted oxygen, so the germs are still going up. But once this clean up, it shouldn't go up anymore. I am still looking out for more dupes, but I haven't seen anything good yet. So we have space there for 2 more. I could put some more here in this room. So that's not really too much an issue. These guys are happy. So we'll do 7, enable auto wrangler. To finish the food section up, I think we just go ahead and set up the second one like that. And that's gonna give us the second food we need. As you can see, eggs are being thrown. So we're gonna start getting stuff. These guys can still pick this up, but by me having it a sweep only, they won't just grab it for the sake of grabbing it. And we can also put another bedroom over here. I'm trying to think where I want to do the bedroom. I also should put down some more food. I think we're good for a while actually, because each one of these is 4 dupes. We should be good. This setup here is just to stop the polluted water from off-gassing. And as you can see, they've already sealed in the top. They're working on sealing in here now. I just gotta go around the map and slowly seal this in. I just don't want to let slime long in, because this is all slime long. I have to put in water. I also have to put polluted dirt in water, don't I? And the next thing I want to do, I want to see what this is. I wonder if I have any more in the map. I haven't unlocked any more geysers or gushers or whatever they're called yet. Oh, there's one here. There is a natural gas here. I think we might go into natural gas pretty early, just so I could so I could fix power sooner than later, or at least just store it. So this one here, I'm thinking to check this one out. We could just do this, and somebody should come and dig those up. And like I mentioned, I want to go into these things from the top, because once you break a hole in these guys, they start leaking out water pretty quick. And let's finish building out the other ranch stable, because like with 2 ranch, once I find a way to automatically kill these guys, we should be more than good. And I think I should be able to just do I believe an egg will fall through this, but critters can't actually walk on it. So let me get some water in here first, and then we'll see how that goes. And we got our first set of water here, so I think we're doing pretty good there. Let me speed this up a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna make my research just cook for me. And what I'm gonna do is have him forever cook barbecue. Yeah, I think that's good. And I'm gonna go to consumable and tell him to stop eating those guys. And I'm gonna increase the priority to 6. So as soon as she's not researching, she's gonna go ahead and cook food, which is kind of what I want. I do know I have a little bit of frozen. Wow, it's dropping really fast. And I should be able to dig out all these without setting off whatever this biome is. I think this is the what do you call it? The sulfur biome, which could feed these guys. No, not those guys. It could feed these because it needed sulfur as fertilizer. So technically I could do that for farm and food. Let's go ahead and see what's over here. And then we are gonna call this. And I would love to get some ice, but I don't want to mess too much with the temperature. Oh wow. This is 40. That's negative. So hopefully this cools this down a little. Like they meet somewhere in the middle. I don't want to go through the bottom because I don't want this ice water getting in my base. I've done that before. Can I see this yet? Yep, liquid sulfur geysers. She's not gonna be able to do it. I think she needs to get over here to do it. But liquid sulfur, yeah, that's hot. I am not dealing with liquid. That's ridiculous. And then you gotta cool it back down. Yeah, I don't know. That's way too hot to work with, and I don't think I want any of these. Like, it would have been good to get, but I don't know. Can I support 6 dupes? No, I don't think I can. I think it's gonna be a pain if I try to support 6 dupes because I need somebody to get me this. So I need supplying and operating as from a dupe. Yeah, if they like those things, it'll be even better because it'll a little decrease my morale, which will be amazing. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the best bet. Next time we come back in, we take care of these slime biomes here that's close to us and finish clean up the entire inside this base. Because I'm pretty sure. Oh man, I messed up. I was not paying attention. That's way too much water. It's not what I had in mind. I really did mess up with that there. And the plan for today is to ranch these guys. I want some Dracos. I want to get reed fibers, and glossy Dracos will make plastic. It don't say it here, but they do make plastic, right? So the normal Draco will get you reed fibers, which you use to make like spacesuits, and the variant for these guys, which is glossy Draco, will get you plastic. So I want to get into that. I want to get the Atmos suit. They make you Atmos suit. That's what it is. It's not spacesuits. It's Atmos suits. So the normal Draco will get you reed fiber, which lets you make Atmos suits with refined metal. The glossy Draco will get you plastic, and plastic is used for a lot of things. And I want to get those two set up today. Plus, I want to dig out this base. So that's going to be going on in the background, digging all this out. This slime is going to be a problem though. But I think we'll be good. We will be good. I will start tossing slime in here because I think that's where we want to keep this for now. Because right now the polluted oxygen is killing, right now the chlorine is killing out most of these germs. The next thing I did so far was I dug my way all the way across here, which gave me liquid chlorine, which, you know, I am just every now and then just doing a clean command. So whenever they come and get those, they'll come and drop them in here. And then that's going to fill this up with even more chlorine, which is going to keep our water clean. So now for the digging that I want to do. So these are the areas I want to dig out like this. And what I'll do, I'll try to keep some of the natural tile. I don't know how I feel about that yet, but we'll see. Because I do have to figure out the way how to get some of these natural tile to stick around. And the next thing I want to do is storage bin. It's 25, one here is 25. Okay, so it's room temperature for now. I am thinking I'm going to put my storage bin outside my base. Because I got a feeling that they're going to be hot, and I really don't want to deal with that like that. So they'll get all the storage out there. These guys got a lot of dig commands to do. Put that there, and then just give them some more dig to do. Like that. I also want to get rid of these. And I will just do like this. This way they have a place to go. I'm also digging closer over here because I want to see what's in this area. And I'm looking for more vents. That's actually what that's kind of all I'm really doing right now. Just looking for more vents. I need more vents. So yeah, I'm just gonna let these guys dig for me and get me. Hopefully they get here. We'll see what's going on there. I do want to get down here too and see what's going on down here, but I haven't done any digging since we last spoke. This one has an egg in it, so he's gonna be a little grumpy. Okay, so these guys are running now. That's set up. Now for the Draco Ranching, I'm thinking I could put it down here. I don't see why not. Yeah, this should work. So food-wise, we're not doing too bad. We're starting to get some barbecue. I do need to raise the priority of that, don't I? Oh, let's see what we have for dupes. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with Ari here because I do need somebody with supplying, and having more strength and tidying is not bad at all. Yeah, that person's gonna be really good. So I think I'm gonna go with Ari here, and I just need a bed for her. And let's raise the priority so somebody builds me that first. And then, as you can see, they're gonna dig out stuff. They're gonna still do things for me. There you go. So Ari's gonna have a bed to sleep on tonight, and gonna be happy as a bee. Is it a bee? Is it a bee? I don't know what it is, but it's happy as something. I want to put on another room. Let's pause this. So I think I want to do a park. I need 2 wild plants for it to be a park. How big? Minimum of 12 tile. So I'm thinking what I could do. And what's the +3 morale? And I think I'll do a nature reserve too. So whenever they go out the base, they're gonna get like pretty much a boost from that, which I think would be good. All right, so these are all the dig commands. You can see they're gonna be busy for a while. And I don't think I'm gonna have idle dupes. I think everybody's just gonna be busy. Now, skill-wise, we're into mechanized engineer. So I'm gonna push improve carrying, and then we're gonna run her down this road for now. And I should give her priorities, right? Ari should get some priorities. And I'm thinking we're gonna make tidying your high priority, which is like mopping, sweeping, disinfected. That's gonna be good. Now let's make supplying a high, and then these 2 are just gonna be high priority, and this is going to be the highest. Okay, so I think this is how we're going to do the settings. So Max is still my digger, so I want Max to be digging as much as possible. Bahi? Yeah, she is my builder, so she can be building. Lindsay is my farmer, so she can deal with farm stuff. Steve and Ari is the 2 that I have doing multiple things. I still got to find some people for these other things, but yeah, we're going to deal with that later. Okay, so let me let this run for a bit and let them actually do some work. All right, I think most of the digging is done. I think they also trapped one of these guys in here. There's an egg back there. I really do want to figure out what to do with that. Okay, and I think for the Draco Ranching, let's just start that off here. Right, so I'm going to put down that, this. I think I could do that. So this should be enough to put the Dracos in. And then I can just go ahead and do that. Grab this. I don't actually need that. I don't need anything else. I just need these 2. And I believe I just need the shearing station. I believe that's all I need for Dracos. And I'll set up a little external thing because they'll need something else for us to work with. So once that's enclosed, also make that a 7. I am gonna disable this building for now because I don't want to I don't want them to like start taming them, because then I'll have to feed them. So we do have to figure out the way to feed them, right? So I'm thinking, I think that's enough. I think it needs about 6 for every ranch of Dracos. I want Wheeze-words, these guys. Oh, they already brought one in. Dude, didn't I just say disable this building? Somebody's gonna come pick this egg and move it. So there's an egg here. I want him to come grab it and bring it over here. So the way these guys are set up, right? If they eat mealwood, they got a higher chance of getting you glossy Dracos. They could excrete phosphorus. They're not too bad because they'll just like produce stuff. And mealwood is not that hard to make because it just requires you to fertilize it with dirt. I have way more dirt than we ever need. Yeah, so I think that wouldn't be too much of an issue. So Dracos are going to be in here from now on. If I see any more that they could catch, I'll just do that. Yeah, so this way they can start making me reed fiber. And I think this guy, we missed it. We have reed fiber now. So we got 2 units of reed fiber. He's never going to grow it back unless I put hydrogen in there, but I haven't found hydrogen. So yeah, there's that. So once they shear them, look how they look. That's how they look. That's how these guys look. One's the sheer reed fiber, and I think it's, I don't know where it's at. Most likely got picked up. Okay, so we have another blueprint. Let's see. Machinery is nice, but I'm not interested in right this moment. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, we're getting another dupe. We're going to 6 dupe right away, and I don't know how well that's gonna work. My food has been going up, so we should be good. And it has creativity, so I think we can work with that. Yeah, we can work with that. So let me set some priorities up real fast. So where's it at? Decorating. We're gonna disallow that for everyone except for Otto. Otto is gonna be doing my decorating, and I think I want Otto to do my decorating and cooking. I'm gonna put Lindsay for toggling, and our Ari also do life support. That should work. Look at the little Dreklet. Born happy is gonna get me some reed fibers soon. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. I think for that part, we're mostly done there. These guys are gonna get me this in a very inefficient way. Otto already have the engineering we need. So Otto is actually gonna go ahead and build this, which is amazing. Actually, I wanted to find someone with that skill so I don't have to build towards it, but this works just as well. So here's why I'm so excited about this one. It's a free skill, and it normally costs about 5 morale to get it, but I'm getting it for free, and it's used to build a shipping item. So yeah. But yeah, as you can see, the top here is pretty much cleaned out. Yeah, but these guys will start getting food. I'm not taming them yet. I should tame them. Yeah, let's tame them. Let's start taming them, because if we tame them faster, they'll produce us more eggs. And I think they're eating, so they're good. First one, first groomed. Yeah, so this is good. This is good. We're going good. I do gotta clean this up just a little bit. Yeah, Ari's like super happy. Look at this face. Having a good day. Everybody's having a good day at work, right? I think the barbecue's starting to come in, and they're all a little, excited on their barbecue. Yeah, I think 6 dupe is enough for now. I don't think we want to deal with any more dupe for now. Let's just stick with 6. So oxygen level, I think it's coming up. I haven't seen a message where I'm making less oxygen than we're using. So this is going to fill up with oxygen eventually. I think food is doing amazingly well. Water has went down, but not a lot. But we did just saw a cool slush geyser, right? It's still a little too warm for my base, because that's what, 54C? Well, this is, what is this at? 23. So we got to still find a way to cool that down. Yeah, I think this is the only real geyser I have found so far, or vents, or whatever you want to call those things. I don't think I've seen any more, have I? There's one here and one here. Also one here. Okay, I think we go check as many of these out to see, because I definitely need to start doing some work with some of these guys. Oh, and I missed it. We actually hit 108 cycles. I missed our cycles. I'm only at, yeah, I gotta really boost oxygen too. Yeah, but we hit 108 cycles. That's pretty good. We're getting Draco eggs, which is nice. I feel like I need a few more dupes if I could find a good ones. Excuse my morning voice. It's a little early for me, so I'm trying to record this one out. Finish up this episode. All right, so what I've done so far, right? We have the Draco Ranch pretty much set up. As you can see, there's still no hydrogen, so they're not regrowing. But we do have, where is it at? 50-something unit of refiber and some plastic. And that's because I am hatching the eggs here, and then once they're sheared, kill them off. Simply because I just don't have a better way to deal with this right now. Yeah, simply because right now, this is the best I could do with it. I don't have hydrogen really set up. I could try to like gas out some from these little pockets. Let's try it. Let's try it and see. It's gonna be a pain to do, right? To try to get all these hydrogen. I think I want to use this. Here's the problem I have. I need power, right? My power line is already look at this power. Look at this power. This has a potential of 3,000, and I'm on a 10,000 watt wire. Yeah, so we definitely need a boost refine. I have to I did find a solution for that though. We checked these vents out. This is an iron. Found an iron, and I found a, what is this one? A cool slush, which means it's like 10 degrees Celsius, which is really cool water, which is amazing. This one here is a salt water, but this is a lot hotter, so we're not too interested in that one. And I found this thing here, so we could set a system up with this here and here and have it just cool this water down for us. I haven't found any more, so I have no idea where there's any more geyser, gushers, whatever you want to call them. I haven't seen any more, and as soon as I find them, I'll explore them out a little bit. So we just found those 3 that we already checked. And I do have another cool steam vent here. It's like, you know, it's like 200 degrees Fahrenheit, but 100 something degrees Celsius. So it's still a lot. Yeah. So I don't have a lot of place to get like cool water from. So that's going to be interesting. Food, we're still going up with food a little. So I think we could take another dupe. So I would like to get one more dupe, but I don't think my food supply is enough. And the only reason I'm saying that is because, as you can see, I'm having very little barbecue actually being left, which is kind of like concerning. Yeah, so this wrench, this one has 6 and this one has 4. So we should have about 10 of these in here. And let's say it's 3 per these guys. So we need 18 hatches to feed all these guys. But we're getting food from a bunch of different places. So I should be fine, but we're not. So I do want to try a few different food options to see how we feel about it. And I want to be able to cook a lot of food. So we do have the grill set up. It's making me as much of these as I can. Ooh, we should do Paku forever too. I don't need to make this because I don't think it has any real benefits. 2000, it does have a benefit. But I don't have a lot of sucrose. Sucrose. You know what? There's a decent amount around the map. I'm just going to tell it to do that instead. So like I mentioned, I need to put in at least 1 more of these. And I'm only doing 7 per thing because I always seem to get issues with these guys. If I do 8, even though the room is... Oh, this is smaller. Hold up. I need 3 more spaces here. And I need 1 more space here. I forgot that these thing counts as blocks. I gotta push it back a little bit. So, one of my pips laid an cuddle pip egg. I've never seen this before. So I've never seen it, never used it, never dealt with it. So we'll see how that goes. Well, we have another Draco that's fully grown up, which means we can get some more reed fiber. I'm also getting reed fiber over here. I had the pips wild plant some reed fiber for me. It's slow. It takes 8 cycles to get any, but I have about 11 here. Yeah, so I think that's more than enough. I'm trying to put together a little setup here that's gonna get me some hydrogen. So I'm thinking we just do... So I'm thinking this is gonna be fine. Right? We're gonna do this, go here. Put a vent there and then just do this. Because I think I could grab that, and if I grab this, I could put this here and unload gas. I'm gonna have to get rid of this little gas style here because it's not gonna help us. And maybe that one. I am definitely gonna overload my power supply pretty soon. But we'll tear all that back down. Yeah, power is gonna be an issue for me. Okay, we're not using a lot right now, which is good. I think having 3 of these guys running is a terrible idea. So I want to put hydrogen in here. And what's going on? Oh, I forgot the vent. I'm just gonna put a high pressure vent there for now, and that should be fine. Oh wow, this is pretty highly pressured as it is, but whatever. But it'll equalize. Yeah, I think I do have enough plastic, and that should be all the, hopefully, the hydrogen I need. Yeah, so that's grabbing as much of this hydrogen. I just need all this hydrogen. I just do. And the last thing I think I'm going to do over here, I think it's time we get ready to pollute oxygen from here. Am I out of power? No, I'm not. Why did we stop? Wait, is this full? Yeah, it is full. Okay, let's... I didn't think this would work. Well, I have no idea how this works. I've never done it. Let's make that a 9. Now, how do I get gas bottles? I have no idea how to do this. Okay, Lindsay's doing something. Nope. Oh no, is his current event. So let me follow him because I have no idea how to, okay, he grabbed hydrogen. He grab it, he's taking it. Wash your hand because you're dirty. Okay, let's see. And how much was that? Okay, it's pumping more. It took all. Okay, I like this. And I'm really hoping that it doesn't go anywhere else but up here. It does go over there. So that's all the hydrogen we have in this area. All right, so that's gonna clean it up. I do need more hydrogen here because as you can see, it's not enough. Trying to get hydrogen there is a lot of fun. I was really hoping to find a vent that just has a ton of hydrogen. There's some over here. You know what? Let's do some more exploring because I definitely need more hydrogen. I can't finish this farm without hydrogen. And we found our first ancient specimen. So our first ancient specimen is here. I still want to keep going. I'll deal with that later. I finally see some hydrogen. As you can see, I cleared it all the way here. There's some up here. I should have grabbed that too. But we're going to try this in here and see what it is. I put a little door so we shouldn't have to worry too much about air. And we're getting a second set of hydrogen done. So let's make that a 9 so to get this done for me as quickly as possible. And we'll also, yeah, both of those are 9. So this should be, the only thing that sucks about this hydrogen is hot. It's like 42 degrees. Putting this in my base. It's not an issue because over here it's pretty warm actually. Pretty cool. Yeah, this is what I'm doing. I'm just coming here and getting rid of these guys. Why is this cramp? Why is he cramp? Oh, max. It's 6, not 4. I'm a genius. Lindsay is super happy. I don't know what's going on in her life, but whatever she's doing, I need some of that. Look at that smile. Wait. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. But yeah, this is full. Is anybody gonna grab this? Somebody did grab it. There we go. I want to get hydrogen at least on this at the bottom here. And we got our first cuddle pit. This is like my first one ever. I've never seen a cuddle pit. I don't know how they work. Yeah, but that is cool. We got our first cuddle pit. Oh, look at him hugging the egg. Look at this. Look at this. I've never seen it got the cuddle effect. Wait, I can just toss eggs in the ground and have this thing work? Max, come here. I want to see how this works out. Look at him. This is, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of adorable. Hug an egg. Look at him. I'm not gonna lie, I find this so amusing to watch. I don't know what the deal is. It's just amusing. Yeah, I think we already got all the hydrogen though. There's like very little to none. Come on, auto, grab my hydrogen. Yeah, I want to get 2 layers of hydrogen. So it's not there yet. So I think soon we should have. And the reason why I want 2 layers is that I don't want it to affect my dupes. Oh, let's see. I think 1 more load of hydrogen should be good. Which means I gotta find some more hydrogen. I guess we're gonna go here next. Polluted oxygen looks like it's gonna be, I think I have enough actually. I think this is gonna be good. That's gonna get us all the reed fiber we need. Now what I'm thinking I should do, I wanna try this out, right? So I did that, 7. Look at the hugging. Oh, I don't know what it is, but these guys are adorable. I think that's more than enough hydrogen for these guys. That should be fine. So when you're like viewing a dupe like this, they get this boost called like center of attention, which is pretty cool because it lowers their stress by 5%. Yeah, I don't get why she's stuck like this. And we're gonna stop. I just saw a stone hatch, so we're gonna stop doing that. Remove, incubate, stone hatches. I don't get, seem to be getting stuck right here. I don't know what's going on. This guy seems to be stuck somewhere. So I'm gonna make him into bacon. Yeah, I think that one is stuck. All right, so we are getting, are we getting these things growing back yet? Yep, skill grow 15%, good. So I'm finally getting, I finally have a renewable source of plastic and reed fiber. Well, plastic. Plastic's what I need. I would like to raise these guys properly, just because they're adorable to look. I was doing something right. So the last thing I want to do with this whole setup is I want to get a more efficient way of getting reed fibers, right? And to do that, yeah, I want to set up a separate place just for these guys. And I think back here is going to be perfect. Okay, so what I'm thinking we do, right, is here. I want it over here so it's close to this. So I want to do that. Let's clean all this up. And I'm just going to come here, do that. I do want to go all the way here. So I'm wondering about this, right? If you get one of these cuddle pip, do you really need to incubate the eggs? For being cuddle, you get 100%. For being lullaby, you get 400%. All right, so you do get like a ridiculous amount of... All right, it's not bad. It does make it a lot faster. It gives you an extra 17% incubation time, which is pretty good. So I'm thinking this is the setup I want to use. So I think I should be able to do this and then get an incubator. Honestly, I think 2 would be better. Can these guys live in any atmosphere? Like, can I raise them in hydrogen? Because I would love to get a few of these guys in hydrogen. But their food is my issue, right? I don't have a lot of, what is it? So one of these will need 4. If I can find arbitrary, would be amazing. All right, so I think our Draco farm is finally finished. So we have your normal Draco farm here. I do have one of these guys in here because this is not going to be efficient for a while. This is going to be like a pseudo meat farm for a long time. I have to get my hands on more hydrogen, and I'm hoping to find a vent, but I haven't seen one yet. So hopefully soon we'll find one. I will dig and try to see if I could get some hydrogen, but it's not working out pretty well. But in here I do have some hydrogen. Wait, why is there so little? I was positive there was more in that. I am sending hydrogen all over my base. So I'm going to replace that door and put it with this one. This one should keep the hydrogen in here, which isn't exact. It isn't working the way I want it to. So I'm going to do that. Do this. Let's put that back to 5 and have them rebuild this as fast as possible. I knew it. Why are you building stuff? Why is my slowest dude building? Really is the slowest dude that's building. All right. So that should be all except for this one. I'm hoping that they can't actually get off this island, so they just stay here. But like I said, yeah, I think this is where we're going to call this today. We have our Draco farm going. I'm getting myself plastic and reed fiber. I also has a wild timber reed farm out here. So that's doing good. We found a iron volcano, a coal sludge geyser. We also got this saltwater geyser. We have a natural gas and a cool steam vent. So I got to figure out what to do with all these things. I kind of want to free up this one here and just let it fill up with water, but I gotta, as you can see, polluted dirt is not gonna work well. And that water is gonna be sub-zero temperature, so yeah. But it might be nice to like cool this whole area down, right? Some work, right? We've cleaned up this area over here, as you can see. I have to do some farming over here. I'm thinking all these farms should come over here in an organized place, right? Because we got water here. I don't know, the waters are all over the place. I want to centralize all my water because it's just everywhere and it's driving me nuts. So I'm gonna finish cleaning up here to maybe about here, and then seal this area off, clean it properly, get ready to pollute oxygen, all that fun stuff, and make this just the food production area. I put a oxygen system in. It's a big one. It's doing so. It's, as you could tell, it's like team off with like the Roderick. I didn't want to build like an official system. I kind of wanted to put something together, and I almost destroyed my base doing it because now I have 10 tons of algae after cleaning here. But I had 0 algae for like a good 4 to 5 cycles. I had 0 algae, and when I realized, yeah, it was a struggle. My base was a mess. But now, as you can see, it's doing decently well, right? But I do want to get all these. Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff going on in here that I don't think needs to be in here. So I want to go ahead and just like straight through all that, right? Just so I could connect these two bases. And it's going to go there because I'm going to connect them all together, and I might just rip this out. And if I do that, then I could just, this is not going to work because I put this here. I was trying to save all these guys. We got 100+ tons of sulfur. Maybe I just raise them because all they really eat is, what do they eat? Sulfur, and they give me sucrose. And these guys eat sucrose and give me mud, and then mud could give me water. I could technically create a water source from these guys, and I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are here, 5 of them are here, so it's not bad. I think we do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's but I don't want I don't like cutting into this biome, but I think I'll just drop it down. As you can see, I'm a little indecisive because some of this is today's plan. I just thought of it. Okay, let's see. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move these guys up here. If I do one from here, what if I do 6? So I could put 4 branches up here at the 96, right? So that works great if I'm just doing these guys. So that could really boost my barbecue. Issue is I am feeding them right now, I think igneous rocks. I just have so much of it. The question is, each one of these guys eat about how much? They eat about, how much do I have? Okay, so if I build 4 of these guys, which is 32 of these, I only have enough igneous rock to last me 80 cycle. I don't like those odds, but I think with this one, but they don't give a lot of food, which is the more depressing part. So they only give 16 calories. I need 20 kilograms of that. So I would need 16 of these guys just to satisfy 1 branch of this, and they'll eat up my sulfur. But I think it'll last longer actually. If I do 2 branches of these sweeter guys, it'll actually last me longer than my stone hatch. All right, let's do that. Let's as you can see, I'm struggling a little bit to figure out what I want to do. So I entered the blueprint mod, which lets me do something like this, and you can put on blueprints to just build stuff, which I absolutely think, I think is amazing, and it should be part of the real game. Okay, so that's gonna work. I gotta clear up a little bit because this part isn't needed, and neither is this part. Honestly, now that I think about it, I'm better off doing this from scratch because I think it's just gonna be easier that way. So if I put that there, grab a door, put a door, and this is so we can fit more in the same tile. Did I not just test this? I was getting 96 tiles exactly. Okay, and I think this will be the ones we use. So from here to here, of course I messed it up. I gotta push all these back 1. Let me do that and I'll be right back. Yeah, but I think this is what I want. So I'm gonna have them clean this up and then we'll come back. I created a gym, and Ellie is my newest recruit, right? So she's been in this gym for a while, so now she has athletics 20. So even if she doesn't have piloting, she still has a decent speed to work with. So let's get her out of here. This is set up to boost their athletics. All right, so I'm gonna move the Great Hall to over here. I don't think I need that much, but you know, we'll just put it for now. Yeah, they're gonna finish this up. This area is gonna be clean. I want to know, what do you guys think about infinite storage? Because I set this up in my spare time over here for water, just to make life a little easier for me. So I have these 2 set up over here, and I plan to use them for all the water things. So I need one for here. I also need one for this one. And then I'm going to put all the water in the same area. But then there's also the item infinite storage, which I think is more commonly used because it's like an easy mechanic to do. Gotta figure out where I want to put it. And I want to get power going from this. So we're also going to do infinite gas because yeah, I need this power system I have right now is driving me nuts. As you can see, gas is not really, it's barely, for sometimes, right? Maybe I should just do this. Sometimes it's enough to power 2, rarely it's enough to power 3. I thought I would have had much more power than this with the 4 equalizer, but I might just rip this out and put in, like, I think it's called like a Rodriguez, I heard people call it. So I might just rip this out and put one of those in there eventually. But I do want to stabilize my power, and I think this vent might help me do that. But this gives me 107 grams a second, and the power device I'm thinking about using is this. It takes 90, 800 watts. That's not a lot. Oh man, this is barely enough to power one. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that. Oh, I didn't think about this. Is gonna be yeah, no. And I'm thinking I'm gonna bring this. There's so much digging to do. I really would like to get myself more dupe and then send them back away. See what I don't. I'm out of power gain, aren't I? All right, so now that this is all set up, okay, I think this is gonna work. Hopefully, this is 2 blocks high, so hopefully those guys don't jump down. Because if they jump down, I gotta find a way to put them back up, which is gonna suck. All right, so now we have the 3 farms, so we can do 2 Sweetos and 1 stone hatch over here. As you can see, they are destroying my. No, they're not. Why did I thought my ignis rod was smaller than that? Oh, I was looking. Maybe I was looking at something else. But I have 600, tons. So maybe I shouldn't be too worried about it. But I'm always a little bit more cautious. Oh, nice. Barbecue is finally starting to come up. We're finally starting to get a steady supply of barbecue, which is nice. All right, so the next thing I want to do is put a. Oh, I was asking you guys about. I don't know how I did this. I was asking you guys about how do you feel about infinite storages, and I forgot all about that conversation. So I'm gonna do an infinite storage over here, and then I'm just gonna do a big sweep command because I want to clean this area up so I can start putting stuff in it, and everyone should get to work, I hope. All right, so Ellie should be ready for me to do some real work. I forgot what I brought her over for. So yes, I think she's gonna be another digger to help Max out because Max he's been digging by himself for a long time, and I do want to get her into suit wearing. I prefer him for carrying for now, and then we'll go from there. I do have a lot of skill points to use. Let's just do this. If it causes issues, we can always just reskill these guys later. Yeah, he doesn't leave the base anyway, so he doesn't need a lot of. Oh, he do need to go in the gym though. So does Jean. Lindsay could use the gym. Max is a pro. Otto's good. All right, so I think we do Ashkin. We send him to the gym, and Jean needs to go to the gym. Okay, yes, and this is gonna boost his athletics. So he's gonna be a little faster for my life, and let's go to skill. Because science actually makes you learn faster. And so when he comes back, he should be a decent planter, I believe. So I've been busy. Well, it doesn't look like much, right? But they've been cleaning up places, getting everything together, using resource. I have a massive sweep command that they haven't even touched yet. And it's all being swept here. I got the hot stuff coming over here and the more cool stuff over here. So it's not a lot yet. They only have, oh, I guess it is a lot. So they are doing their job to get that taken care of. The oxygen machine, it's not really working too well. It's still a little too hot for my liking, but I think this thing is trying, but we'll see. We'll fix that some other time. I created a storage for the natural gas, and we got a little bit in there, right? So it's being backed up here. I have to move this machine away because it was too close to this thing. Even though the overheat temperature was 275, I actually broke one if I kept it too close. Because over here, it's about 100. But once this thing's erupting gas, it erupts to like 3 something. So it's breaking it, so I move it away. It's working fine now. The next thing I found was this. So I had found these two earlier. The get resource back to me pretty early. But I didn't find the teleporter, so we find that here. So we're gonna use that soon. I want to make sure I inspect everything. So now I want to go ahead and start doing some rad bolt research. Not research, but some production. I am gonna grab, no, I need stations first. The material study terminal. Oh, this is not gonna work in my favor, is it? Maybe put it here. I didn't realize that it only goes that way. I was hoping it would go the other way. Let's do that. Let's also boost everything here to about 6. Because I'm not using like very high priority stuff, so 6 is actually pretty good. So the next thing we need to do is power a rad bolt generator. So I think I've seen a few people do something like where they do 1, 2, and I think that. And I'm putting it here so my dupes don't really have to come through it. I don't want them to get hit with radiation, and being in these pots, because the sand trick we used earlier on, we won't need to actually take care of these guys. So I think that's gonna go there. The rat bowl generator can go here. And that should be rat bowls taken care of for like research. The only other thing we need now is power, and I have power right here. Oh, right, let's go this way, this way. That should work. Okay, and they should build all these. I am going to make them all a priority 6. All right, so I think, nope, maybe that one. I think we're just gonna do that, and I think it goes here, right? Let's do that. They're gonna build this. Hopefully it's pretty soon. And I need to stop making stuff with sedimentary rock. There's the rock they could use to build this right here. This Memphis rock, whatever it's called, it's right here. And as you can see, this is actually working pretty well. It's not like super fast, but let's make that 100. Yeah, as soon as this is ready, it's gonna power this up. And hopefully the automation wire shuts it down. But let's take a look and see. We'll wait for this to work, and if it's, and we're coming up to it, it should be close. Let's see if this works. Of course, the game's gonna save now at this moment. Okay. There we go. That actually worked. Now, this should be full. Okay, but the issue I'm having now, that sends a red, which means it's green. Let's change this for a little bit. I want to see what's going on. I'm trying not to like just have this running and shooting rads every 10 seconds. Oh, 50 is low, you could go, okay. Because by the time it gets here, it seems like you lose some power. So shoot that for me. I want to make sure this works. It does work. Okay, so it sends it, and as you can see, it turns this off. So if I make this, like, I don't know, 105? That should be it. And as far as rats go, it's pretty dangerous over here. Significantly hazardous. Yeah, so you don't want to have your dupes too here. That's why this thing is so far away. So anybody working on this, now I could go ahead and do the research I've been wanting to do for long as well. And I went ahead and did all the twos. Apparently I didn't. But the research I wanted to do is, where is it at? This one. Steam turbines. So this is going to help me get rid of a lot of heat in my base. And there's nothing else here that I'm really like excited for right now. I do want to do this one. So I'm going to run through and do all the level 3s research too. I'm doing them on the background because I don't think there's anything really to show for them. Ooh, then we're going to get tubes too. I've never played with this, so it might be fun to play with this too. So we'll test it out and see. I'll have all these. Some more automation, and then we got to figure out the space one, which I'll be honest with you, I've never done the space research, so I have no idea how that's gonna go. And I think the space one is, did I already unlock it? Oh yeah, I did. It's this one. Okay, so One of my dupes should be working on this one now. I think Steve should be. Steve doesn't have the skill. Why is that? Steve. Oh, I have him 11 Steve up. So I think that's the one he needs. And so Steve's been running around my place without his suit wearing abilities, huh? I have Steve in grilling. Otto's my cook. Otto's my cook and my artist. So let's max those up. And that should be Otto. Now Steve, what I'm gonna do for Steve right now is a mind wipe. Just to get back that 1 point from cooking and then redo him. And there's no point for me to like have Steve cooking. I mean, yeah, Steve doesn't cook. That's not his job. And there he go. Which means I could come into schedule. No, priorities. Cooking. Yeah, I took him off cooking a long time ago, but I just forgot to get him back those skills. Why does it look like he's beaten up? He looks so sad. Look at his face. But you can't see his face. He's just shaking. So I almost ran out of dirt and lost all my mealwood. I had to put on some composter to turn polluted dirt into regular dirt. Yeah, that was interesting. All right, Steve is done. Research. I think I'm just gonna give him all the research. And I would like to give him suit wearing, but that puts him at 17. No, I think he'll be fine. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. We'll do that one and that one. That's 15 points. I don't want to do too much points because if my food drop or anything like that, they tend to like just cause issues for me. And so Steve should come and do some work over here. Yep, current task. And it dropped below 100. There you go. Steve is working like a pro right now. It seems like each 100 gets at 10 points. Steve left. The Bramble machine is gonna fill up. When they shoot, I'm gonna change this to 52. I think that's gonna be a better one. Yeah, 52 should be good. Let's do 53 just to be safe. So this should be most of the ranching I want to do. I do want to go ahead and ranch these guys and some of these guys. So I have this weird idea of ranching these sweetlet to feed the grub could produce me unlimited water because they make mud, and mud, 60% of mud is water. So technically I could create lots of water. It'll be too much water to like fully power my entire colony. I did the numbers and I think I would need like about, what was it, 72 Sweetles? These guys? Sweetles? Is it Sweetles? Sweetlet? Yeah. So I would need 9 ranches with just these guys to be able to fill my entire base with oxygen just on ranch, like a renewable source-ish. But I don't think it's gonna work because these guys need, what is it? Yeah, they'll need over a ton and a half of sulfur. And I don't believe this thing makes that much. It says, let's see. Actually, yeah, but that's only when it's active. It's only active half the time. So let's say it would make half of that, which means I could support about maybe 36 of them. So I could support maybe half of my colony with oxygen if I need to on just these guys and this one geyser. Let me have these guys build this. My food is going back up because, like I said, a lot of stuff almost died. Oh, this is our newest dupe, and she's in the gym, 16 athletics. Yeah, she's over here running. I think almost all my other dupes should be above 20. So that's kind of where I'm going for. But she is in her own little closed loop here that's set up to keep her running. And then once she, get up to scrub, we'll let her out. So I think when we come back, we might send one of these guys over to this planet. And from what I could see, it might make it might fix my dirt problem because there's a forest. And if there's a forest, there's pips, and pips and arbor wood. So I might be able to do a pip farm. So that could be interesting to do. It also has the radioactive bees. Yeah, I think that's really it. It has a cobalt volcano, some water geysers, a hydrogen vent like I wanted, but I have to see how I would get that over here at a really good pace, and lots of water. So this might be where I set up my second colony actually. It seems really good. I think it has almost everything I need. So next time we come back, we're gonna have to get ourselves metal. I did dig all the way down to find this biome. Ooh, molten slate. I think they make me petroleum, right? Oh, that is. I need something to do with all this carbon dioxide. I have tons of carbon dioxide that's sitting here right now. Yeah, it's just filling up here, and then I'm putting the excess in this tank. So I might just do a slickster farm too. And since this is already a molten slickster, which makes you straight petroleum, what is it long here? He eats oxygen and produces nothing. So is this guy if you just want to burn oxygen? But his livable temperature, I might just make one of these. They gotta have some other kind of benefit. They're a good food source, but I'll take a look and see what they could do, because I am producing like an excessive amount of oxygen to the point where my oxygen vents are always blocked up. And I would like to eat most of the oxygen out of this room. So every now and then oxygen gets stuck in this pipe and then it gets pushed out here. So I might just put one of those guys in here, just for the sake of having them eat through the oxygen in here. And it is pretty cold, but they seem to have a really good livable range, as long as it's not over here. And as far as heat go, my base is starting to heat up. So we're gonna have to start taking care of that maybe next episode. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna use this water here running around the base, and then add some radiant pipes around, and then chill this base from the outside in. I think that might be the best bet to do. Yeah, I think that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run this pipe all the way here and just chill this way, because even my water is starting to heat up a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. But I'm surprised how well this water lasts. I think that's because I'm feeding this water from this saltwater geyser. So this saltwater geyser makes about almost 3,000. Each one of these require 1,000. So eventually the saltwater geyser is not gonna be able to keep up. But I think for now, it's doing pretty well. And I wanna see how my research is coming. So we already have, okay, we're doing pretty good. So we already have all of our applied science research. I should have all the it has enough rat bolts too. The last thing left for Steve to do is finish up these, and he's working away. Yeah, so I have everything set up here, right? This is where I'm gonna put the Drecos. This is where I'm gonna put the Dreco auto system. I've got pumping full of hydrogen, and we should be good. I'm trying to see if there's anything I'm missing. So now that we should already have the steam turbine. A lot of stuff finished unlocking for us. So we have all these things here. And the big one for us today is the steam turbine. So it's pretty simple to use. I could set this up right here actually, but I think it might be better to set up over here. Yeah, because this is so right now I'm dropping it here, and you can see this whole area. It's just terribly hot. It used to be cooler than this, but not anymore. Ooh, I found another. Okay, so this is the gold volcano. So I might want to find a way to use this steam. Maybe just put steam turbine in all of them and just call it a day. I was hoping that was water, but I'll take gold too. Yeah, so I guess I still got a few more vents to find, because I have no idea. I'm debating if I should just dig this whole area out and make this whole area like a cool area. I should maybe try making one of those industrial saunas I've seen so much. I've seen everywhere. Yeah, the only other place that might have a vent is over here, but I don't think there's a vent anywhere else on this map for me. Pretty sure we've checked. Okay, there's something over here. Oh, there's one here too. I want us to see what this vent is, and then I want to also check to see what this vent is. Where's the other vent? Yeah, so let me see which of these things these guys finish first, and then I'll show you what those are the last two vents I find. A steam vent. This might solve my power issue actually. Interesting. I might just use that for power. I just want to make sure it's blocked off, because steam is super dangerous and I don't want to mess with that. But yeah, that's a steam vent. That's good. I could live with that. Cool slush. Okay, so this is another cool one that we could use. So I think I have all my water need fixed actually. So that's 1, 2. We have 3, 4, 5 different water vents. And I haven't done natural gas right here. So I think this is pretty good. And for today, I want to go ahead and get these volcanoes properly taken care of. So we have this iron volcano here, which erupts at 2,500 degrees Celsius. And we have a gold volcano here, which erupts also at 2,600. So they're pretty hot. So we got to get that to a livable, decent temperature. And to do that, we're going to have to get into the oil biome here. Because to do that, we'll need to put down a metal refinery. And metal refinery need a coolant, and I don't have a good way to cool anything yet until I get steel. Now, while that's going on in the background, I'm thinking about moving these creatures out of here and make here just like a livable area. And I'll put a ranch over here. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking I'll do for this whole setup here. I should mention, I've never tried to deal with like hot stuff before, and heat is usually always what kill my base. So this is going to be interesting to do. So the first one I want to take care of is this iron one over here. And I'm thinking, let me build this out and I'll explain what I'm thinking when I finish. You would think after recording on YouTube for so long, I would be better at checking my mic to make sure it's not muted. I'm not. So yeah, I just recorded the whole session without any audio, so that's all fun. So quick recap, we have the steam turbine set up here. The only thing we need now is steel to make the aqua tuna. I can't do this with gold, but it'll be a little tough, I believe, for this because of how hot this is actually pushing out stuff. I want to use steel. So I went on to the oil biome. I strip mined it out a little bit just to get a bunch of oil in one area. I put in a pipe and it's fueling oil all the way across to a metal refinery that's making steel for me. I put a kiln down to make refined carbon, and you know how this goes. So we're getting steel now, and I think I have 200 kilograms. I need about a 1200, I believe, to be able to make what I need. So I'm going to boost the priority a little bit so somebody can actually get to this and get that going for me. We also took our builder out of training. So she's running around now. Her stats are good. She'll be building eventually. She's not as good as my OG, right? My OG is at 22, but she'll catch up eventually. Yeah, my OG is really nice. Ooh. Okay, so her athletic stats is at 20, but she doesn't have any suit wearing. Can I get her suit wearing? I can get rid of this. I do want her here, but that's just 1 point. I need 1, 2. I would need to find a way to get 6 more morale. Yeah, because I want to build her with mechatronic engineering so they could actually build the ship and stuff. I didn't think about the fact that that's gonna slow her down. She's not you see my girl here is a lot faster, but you know, she has a higher building speed, so she should build faster. And the metal refinery is staying pretty cool, so this is good. This is not heating up too much either, which is really nice. Oh, it is heating up a lot actually. The crude oil is coming out at 219 degrees when it's going at 86. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna, what is crude oil burn at again? 399 tons of petroleum. So I think we're good. We're good for now. We don't have to worry too much about it, but yeah, I think everything is staying pretty cool. I think now it's just a waiting game for me to get all the steel I need to go ahead and build this out. And while we wait for the steel, let's look at the animal moving stuff. So they brought everything I need over here. I believe I could get rid of all of these now. So I don't know if it's useful to keep this thing here. Can you guys let me know? Can I get rid of it and it not have like an effect on the story? Because I think something says it's like a story item, and I don't know what that means. So I just give some command to clean this up because I don't want to have stuff in here when I start putting animals in. I don't know what I want to do with this area. I gotta figure out how to clean this entire area up. Because yeah, I gotta control my gas that's going to my base. My base seems to be getting gas everywhere, and that's not what I want with this. And I want to also look for like a runaround dupe. This is not bad, but it's not what I want. Athletics, suit wearing. Yeah, they're not exactly what I want. So much plastic. I don't know why I'm taking plastic. The next thing, I'm gonna start putting food for some of these guys. So these guys eat mealwood, and in captivity, they grow 3 cycles, so about 33%. These guys eat 25%. So for 8 of them, I would need about, I think it's like 6.5, but I think 8 is a good number. And I just put the airflow tile in there, and then there it goes again. So I'm gonna put this here, and I'll put a storage bin on top of it. And the next thing I want to do with that is set up some automation for storage. That's storage, but just to get the eggs out of here. So I can put 1 there and 1 there. Okay, so if I take that and then I go ahead and grab this guy like this and put it here, that should cover all of these guys. And then that means I should be able to pick up all the eggs that are in here and dump them over here, right? So when I do the real system for this one, and that's in because I want all the Draco and Glossy Draco eggs in here because they're gonna go to be incubated. This place is a little too hot for now. So what I'm thinking I'll do, oh wait, I could just use my little trick here. I need to cool this entire room down. So I am gonna fill them up with as much wheat words that I have. I gotta wait for them to be built. Once they're built, they'll take care of that. So we are at 1/2 ton for steel. I need so much more. Yeah, I really need a runaround dupe. So we're gonna keep an eye out for a good one. All right, I think we got a potential move about stuff guy here. So I have this dupe here that has strength and machinery. So tidying and operating is what they like to do. The overjoy response is super productive, which seems nice. We have an excavator, farmer. I don't need that. The farming would be nice, but who does it find for now? We have a operating rocket, machinery, animal lover, decrease science, so they'll be too slow to learn. I think I'm gonna go with this one. I do need people to move stuff around, supply stuff, and store stuff. Okay, awesome. Welcome to the colony. You are gonna get your own personal gym. Food is delivered to you. Everything is provided. You don't have to worry about anything. All you have to do is just get better. He's allowed in and not out. I promise it's not as bad as it sounds. You'll be fine. You will enjoy all of it. The reason why I'm doing this is because he has, what is his speed right now? Athletic is 0. He's gonna have a -6. Look how slow he is. Now imagine that -6. Like, look at Steve. Steve seems pretty fast, but like if I go to Steve right now, he has an athletics of 16. So yeah, suit training like really slows him down, but it does let me do more stuff with them. Dude, you just got here and you're already going to bed? I guess I could leave him there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave him in that schedule. But yeah, so welcome to the 11 dupe. I think I'm gonna end up with about 16 to 20 dupes eventually, but I'll slowly build out what I want them to be as we go. So now that we're done with our new recruit, I think it's time we finish this up. Wait, can I? And I promise you I wasn't procrastinating until we get steel, and I still don't have enough steel. Oxygen not included. Why must you treat me like this? Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and watch this until they get me what I want. I need one more shipment of steel. Just one more. All right, so we finally have enough steel to put down the steel aqua turbine. Actually, what I want to do, I want the output to be this way, right? I'm thinking over here is gonna be a big cool box that's just gonna cool them down. But where do I get water from? Well, here it's melted nicely. I need a couple tons of water. I could use polluted water, but it's gonna make dirt, and dirt should turn to glass. You know what? We're gonna use polluted water. Oh wow, they already built the aqua tuna. They're fast. 2 builders is definitely the right way to go. So there's 2 things I want to do, right? First, I want to create a coal area. So I'm gonna grab this, and I'm thinking, if you can be excessive, why not? So all here is gonna be blocked off, and all here is gonna be a coal area. So let me let whoever build this build that. And what I'm gonna do with this is grab some radiant pipes. I'm gonna do iron. Is iron better? Okay, so iron is gonna go here. Okay, I'm actually gonna use gold. Gold seems to be, I have 4 tons of gold, but we do have a source for it. And these are gonna be radiant pipes. I think that's gonna end there. Then we just do, I need some radiant pipe here, here, and there. Then we go ahead and do some insulated pipes here, here, here. I think I'm gonna take them outside. Now, I need a liquid temperature sensor. I can't put it here. I can put it here like that. Grab more insulated pipe. Let's just come up here like that. So that's gonna sense that right away. It's gonna come like this. So that should be the piping system. But I also need to put a bridge somewhere. I think there. I think that's how the bridge needs to work. And this should be a colon loop. The only thing I'm going to use in here now is some of these. I have tons of, I don't have gold. When are you going to give me gold? Let's analyze you. So I got a quick question for you. Do you like when I do the building, like almost like a montage of it, where you see the different stages of the building, or just get to the point? She's always at starving when it's time for food. I don't like that at all. Why is she just low morale? Oh, I have to I have to make back this into a nature reserve. But I don't think I have any pips. Yeah, my 2 pip, both of them turned into cuddle pip, which they're adorable, but not useful. So I'm out of those. These are some good choices. I'll come back to that. But yeah, let me know if you prefer to see like where I just come back to you after this is done, or you would like to see the building process, I believe, of kind of how we got there. So he finished analyzing the gold volcano, and it doesn't seem to give you a lot. Yeah, it's just really hot. I thought it was analyzed before, and it's funny enough that it seems to still be working even in stuck in water. 10 seconds. Let's see what happens with this. overpressure. Of course it's overpressure. I knew that was gonna happen. I just wanted to make sure. Let's clean let's give it some pressure, release some of that pressure. So the next thing I'm gonna do is put metal tiles in here, and that should really hold on to the coal, I'm hoping. All right, so we are almost done here. This is still building. I want to do that. This is gonna be a coal box. Oh no, I messed this up. Okay, so I need to deconstruct all of these because I forgot to put the shipping wires in. So I'm not sure where these are going to go yet, but I know they need to come in here for a bit. So I'm just going to follow the water line for now. I don't believe they're going to go in there. I think they're going to come up and go somewhere else. That is iron. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking this is going to go. And I might run it. Let's bring it like this. So I have two options to do something with that. Okay, and now I could go back and do this. As the shipping rails are in now, they don't have to worry too much about that. I think almost all my pipes are done. Just those left. Yeah, so they're working. It's gonna get there eventually. We have extra space here in case I need to add more steam turbine, whatever it's called. And honestly, I'm just debating just doing this. I am most likely gonna just put a large power generator somewhere. That's not gonna work, is it? Okay, I'm still gonna put a large power generator because I want to run conductive wire in here for this. So I'm gonna do this and then come down here. Let's see how far they are with these. That's gonna come here. I really didn't want to have to use these. And we'll just do that, grab this. Just connect those. I don't think I'm ever gonna get that much power out of it, but you never know. And I would hate to actually get that much power out of it and just can't use it. So I want to get oil in here and use that as my coolant, but there's an issue, right? This is hot. I don't have a good way to get this to my area. So since I don't have a good way, I'm gonna have to do the bad way, which is gonna be run all the way here. Like this. Lots of bridges, more insulated pipes all the way up. I need to deconstruct some of these because I don't know why I left them. And yeah, so this is gonna be the most funnest, jinkiest pipe run ever seen to mankind. I don't know why I don't know why I insist on using oil, but that's what I'm using. So since I committed, you know, I have no other choice now. Ah, yes. Efficiency at its finest. All right, so this is gonna take them another year to do. We're just gonna let them run and build this, the longest pipe to the middle of nowhere. Look at that, almost 5 tons of steel, just the way you like it. And yeah, I'm gonna let them run and do their whole pipe things. All right, I figured let me bring you back here as we kind of have this running. Well, not yet. It's not fully set up. It's not fully completed, but the volcano started erupting and that caused its own set of issues. So I had to create something to like kind of cool it down. So the oil in here is about 102. Yeah, it's starting to cool down. So this machine is going to start heating up. The steam turbine is still a little too hot. So I want this to cool down a little more. Why is it saying pipe is blocking that it goes to cooling? I don't think I'm doing this right. So that should send a red signal, but I didn't turn it off, which just means something is not connected. Let's connect that. I want to do these little fine tuning before I open this up because as you can see, it's hot in here. So the moment, I don't know if this is enough water. This might not even be enough water. We might need more water than this. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Yeah, everything is a mess right now. This entire area is just ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. So hopefully when I finish it, I'm cooling this down. It should be better. I still haven't even put in the system to collect the metals or anything like that. Nothing has been done yet. And that's just because I need to figure out how to get this at a reasonable temperature that everything won't overheat. Because at, what is this? At 1700 degrees, that's the melting point for most of these insulated tile. Like this one. Where is it at? Melting point, melting point. Yeah, sedimentary rock will melt at 900 degrees. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to any of that. So we need to make sure that this doesn't explode on me or goes totally down the drain. This is starting to heat up, so we're starting to get steam. Let's let's do this. Let's go ahead and do this. This is deconstruct that one. My dude's gonna have to run in there and run out, and then I'm gonna lock this for the time being. Now, I think everything else I should be able to just push water in easily. Come on. Let's see who has it. All right. Let's see how fast you start taking damage. Ooh, I need that. Why didn't you get it? Okay, temperature's rising, but it's not hot enough yet. It's going down over here. What on earth did that come from? Okay, it looks like we need more water. And I think I need more water. So let's send some more water in. See, it says not enough steam. There we go, they're activated. I really shouldn't be using polluted water, but I don't have a better option right now. The only thing we're gonna have to do is just keep sweeping at the highest priority we can. All right, I think we are finally finishing up. So in here, it's starting to cool down now. I had to seal it off. If I didn't seal it off, it just wasn't gonna work. So we're getting oil now at about, that's still 94, which is not bad, but as you can see, here's already 92, 96. So we're starting to cool down. These are at 93. So this area should be pretty chill. I am most likely going to create one of these over here and run my gas through it. But I think for now, this, not yet. I want to get this down lower first so I could test it, because the temperature for these rocks just sitting here is not bad. This one is at 500. It just erupted. It's going to erupt again soon. But it's not really getting hot in here. Like, I think I went 2 overboard. 3 steam turbine was too much, I think. Maybe 2? I might just keep most of them disabled. Let's enable 1 and see how much power we can get out of it. Because for this to be profitable power-wise, we need to make back, what is it? 1200 and 240. And so we need 2 of these guys to run, but I don't think 2 of them is going to be needed. So 1 of them, yeah, it's barely generating 300 watts, and this guy alone is using like 1200. So I could come and remove these 2 actually. Yeah. So I'm gonna let this run for a bit and see. This is 80. If I could get this, like when this gets to like 40 or stuff like that, I'll turn this on and then see how this work out. So that is the iron volcano pretty much done. The only thing left to do is test the cooling system, but it needs a second to cool down. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and set a similar system up here, but maybe smaller actually, because I don't think I need 3 of these. I think 1 is more than enough. Yeah, so let me go ahead, build one of this here, and go from there. I was hoping to get an extra power from these, but none of these are actually giving me extra power. Everything is just depleting my power. All right, I think we have done it. We have a fully functioning volcano tamer here that cools it down and everything, and drops it off at a location, right? I did a similar thing for the iron, but I didn't go as big because this one was way too big. So I went a little smaller, and I'm running the material from here up to this machine. I'm also using a cycle sensor here that only runs for about 2% of a cycle, and it powers this auto sweeper that picks up the iron, sends it through this thing here, and dumps it off here. And as you can see, this goal here is at 21 degrees. The iron is at 25. I think that is pretty good, with the temperatures around being much hotter. So you could tell this is working pretty well. Don't forget, this erupts at 2500 degrees Celsius. We got it down to 20. This is a success, right? Other than all the janky wires I had to run all the way around just to get this working, but we don't have to worry about that, right? That doesn't matter. It works. That's all that matters. Yeah, this is dormant and it's not going to activate in another 30 cycle. I think it's the same thing with this one. So I can't show that now. I'm thinking we do oxygen because of this hot oxygen, my whole base is heating up. So I'm thinking we do oxygen and get that taken care of. Because this is pushing that hot air so hot, it's actually heating up my base. These dupes and plants like to be about 30. So we need to find a good way to cool all this down. And what I'm thinking about doing is actually ripping this out and putting in a Rodriguez and hydro systems in here. And that's for two reasons. One, I do need oxygen, right? I think having oxygen would be really nice. And the second reason is I would like to get my hand on more hydrogen. So the Rodriguez is going to be used to supply oxygen to my base, and the hydro is going to be used to supply hydrogen to wherever I need it. But before we start, can I ask you a favor? If this is your first time coming across my channel and you like this kind of content, can you do me a favor and hit that subscribe button? And if you are enjoying the content and you do like it, go ahead and leave a like on the video too. It really does help the channel out and I would love to see this channel grow. But to do that, I need your help. So now with the self-promotion over, let's get into the video. So before I can actually start building, I need to do some digging. And I'm thinking from all the way here, I think this whole area needs to be dug out. So let's give these guys some dig commands. So now that we have given the build commands, it's time to start digging. And I'm just going to go and do maybe 2 layers at a time so these geniuses don't get stuck and go from there. Yeah, this should be fun. Do you see this face? Look at her face. Why did she trap herself in? You're the one doing all the building. I don't understand this. This makes no sense. And I only knew because her stress is going up, which is annoying that the game doesn't tell you. Are you kidding me? Build from over there. There we go. Was that so hard? Oh, these dupes are going to be dead to me. All right, so let me show you this dupe that I found. It's a 5 husband. Let me show you this dupe I found. It's a 5 husbandry and a 7 agriculture advert. I can't speak. It's just ridiculous. We have night out and we have some stats. It's not bad. I think we could live with this. The decreased construction is annoying, but we're going to use them for farming, husbandry, and agriculture. Yeah, 8 times the charm. But I think we're going to take those 2 and go from there. So now that we have cleaned this area out, we found this little story trait, mystery hermit, and yeah, there's stuff for us to do with it. They want us to go knock on the door, then they'll ask a few other stuff. I haven't done them myself yet, like ever, but we'll come back to that a different day. So I'm thinking, since we do plan to rebuild all this, let's do that. And then we're going to put it in a circle and we're going to go from there. I think that's good. Hopefully, wow, that is a terribly hot system. I really shouldn't have just dumped all that heat into the environment. You know, we're going to be good. Once this is finished, we're going to be good. Yeah, I think we're going to be good. We don't have to worry too much about it because what's going to happen is we're going to seal this back off and then we're going to cool it down. Now, I'm thinking what we do is set down a hydro first and then come back and build a proper system. And what I want to do, I wish they let you build on these ladders. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is do a deconstruct, just deconstruct all these. Yeah, I might regret that later, but we'll do that for now. And then we're going to start building. So what I want to do now is grab the oxygen system. That's not the right one. Put the electrolyzer. We'll put one, let's say here, right? And the way this works, the electrolyzer takes 100 grams of water and power, and it makes 88 grams of oxygen and 120 grams of hydrogen, and then some heat. So we have 12 dupes, so we need a roughly 1200 oxygen per second. So we will need 2 of these guys to do that for us. I think I need more space than this. So I'm not following a tutorial. I should follow a tutorial. But I believe this is how the hydros build. Right? That is 1. 2 goes there. This goes here. And so forth, so forth. But I want to get the first one built first, and then we'll come back to that. Okay, this doesn't go here. I think that is blocked off too. But here, I think needs one like that. Yeah. I think we could build this at the end. Shouldn't be too bad. The next thing I need to do is actually add water here. I just got rid of all my water stuff, didn't I? All right, let's have the dupes do some building for us. My ability to plan is at 0, it seems. So they're gonna do all this, they're gonna do this, and then once they build these, we should be good. So now we have this setup here. I need to go ahead and get my hands on some crude oil. Don't know if anyone is actually able to get crude oil. Apparently Max is. We'll see. Let's see. Where's Max? Here he comes. Here he comes. Nope, that's not Max. There is Max. So I want to put enough water that this doesn't like flood. What I want to do now is click on the bottle empty, stop that, and then let's just put water there. Max again for the save, and then that should, if I put a block there, stop that. I think this should be this system. Then I can deconstruct this, oxygen here. So I'm wondering if I could just do this, right? Put 2 of these like that. It shouldn't cause an issue there. Also grab that. I think this should work. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to work, and it's going to be interesting to see if it does when it breaks. That needs to be an airflow tile. I think the way this is set up, oxygen is produced, the oxygen hydrogen is produced here. And if over here only has oxygen, over here only has hydrogen, it should just split, right? So grab an airflow tile, put it here. I also want oxygen to go down here. And then we grab the plumbing pipe. And my builders are thinking it is pretty fast because I don't have any other building tasks for them to do. As you can see, the builders are pretty much done. They're just messing with whatever needs to be done in the base. Okay, and let's grab some crude oil again. Same setup. All right, let's get our oil in here now. Ellie's coming. I don't know where they're getting oil from. I think they're picking it up from somewhere over here. Okay, and then we're gonna get some water. I think that's enough water, right? You just put a smidge. I think we're looking at 70, yeah. So I think we're good for now. And if we're not, I will never know. But I'll know when it fails, but you get the point. So I don't know if this needs to be here or can it work without that? I don't know. I am hoping it can. So yeah, let me go ahead. Let me finish building this little thing out and we'll see how well I feel about it. All right, so it's done, right? Technically, for the most part. Let's take a look at it. So I only did a 2 setup. I just want to be able to rip this out and go bigger. So I put on a 2 setup here. This is the cooling system for it. So it should stay pretty cool, which means we're safe to run like that and like this. So what I'll do now is just build over to my main oxygen system. So I could build one here. Seriously. I can't build in a straight line to save my life, it seems. So I want to come here, and then I want to do a simple bridge. Like that. And we're going to need a second bridge. Are we going to need a bridge? I don't think we will. And for the second pipe, I'm thinking we could do something like this. Right? These guys are not gonna be able to build most of these because I need to put things for them to climb on, and yeah, they could do the rest. I think that's gonna be the hydro. So this is the hydro done. It's running right now. The biggest issue I had was like separating the air, so you'll want to, that's a whole thing. Let me know if you want to see me try to like explain this more like in a tutorial style video, but it was a pain to do. But the hydro, as you can see, it's working, because normally your oxygen tend to pressurize at, see, this vent is pressure, that's 4,000 grams, and this vent is overpressure. So normally they kind of overpressure about 2,000. I'm surprised that one gets so high. Yeah, I don't know how this got so high, but I think it's because outside my base is very highly pressurized. So this system, because of how it's set up the water in here, it kind of gives you like that infinite storage system. So I have almost 100 kilograms of oxygen in here and 160. Okay, I'm like, why do I have more hydrogen and oxygen, but I don't? I put thermal sensor in here because I don't want this thing to break. So this is at 750 and this is at, I guess we could do 250. These pumps won't push stuff out if it's more than that. And then we can send these wherever we want. I'm debating running a ridiculous cable up here and then just chill this entire area. Just for the sake of chilling the area, like for no other reason. Yeah, because this should get it to about -70, I think. So it might be interesting to do. So once they finish building these, we're going to be ready to set up a Rodriguez somewhere. I'm thinking maybe over here. Maybe I dig down a little lower. Because I have water here. And I have water here, right? Those are my two big sources of water. And this one is up on average. So it's about 2,800 kilograms a second. These things only need 1,000, I believe it is. This vent here technically could run 2 of these nonstop and maybe push for a third one. So oxygen wise, I only really need 2 of these. Anything more than that, just me being exaggerated. And then we found this cool water vent over here, which needs to be analyzed. Let me wait for them to analyze this and then we'll see how much this one could do. And Steve is almost done with his research over here. Hopefully it's a good brine vent. Come on, Steve, you can do this. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of low. It's only about 1,200. So it's literally less than half of the one we currently have. Yeah, like this saltwater vent is almost twice as powerful. And I think there's one more over here that's not a saltwater. So yeah, we'll have to figure out that. Maybe I should put the oxygen system over here since all the water's on this side. But just clean up all the way here. Oh, what can we do? What to do? So maybe I just put all the water on this side then. I think I can put my oxygen over here. And we should be okay. I don't want to spend that 100 cycle digging. So I think we're just gonna put the Rodriguez over here and then move the hydro closer. But this thing is in the way here. There's no like just there's no like just empty space for me to just do stuff. Let's get back to the pipes then. It looks like my pipes are done. Right? So if I, for now, do that. Right? So this should be pulling oxygen out. Oh, I gotta make sure I connect this. It feels like I'm having a little bit of supply issue right now. I'm not getting coal as fast as I would like to. I think what I need to do is bring Mima out. I believe Mima is my storing dupe. No, Lima is... No. Mima is my gardener. She's gonna be my new rancher after the ranch system because that seems to need more people. And Liam is my new runaround dupe. So let's see where he is stats-wise. And if he's ready for the real world. Okay, he does have 20 athletics. They both do. They're both ready. All right, so hopefully I gotta do something with power. I think I need to expand my power system because that one is way too small. Now let's get back to why I was looking at power. Oxygen. So this system comes in here at about 7. Wow, that is hot. And it leaves at, woohoo, that is cool. It gets here to about 30. Okay, we gotta change these pipes, insulated pipes, because it gets way too hot by the time it travels through these pipes. So let them fix that. I don't like any of that. But the air in here is already 70. I got a cool dog in here too. All right, I think we've done it. So this system here produces about 1,600 grams of oxygen per second. Yeah, but this system produces about 1,600. I need 1,200 plus the Atmos suits and stuff like that. This air system pushes out 1,500. So we should be good. And it's coming out pretty cool, about 18 degrees. So when it connects to the other systems, we're looking at 22, 18, 22, 18, 22. So I think, ooh, we have an idle dupe. Of course she would. Why wouldn't she do this? Why? This is not the first time she's trapped herself. Now I gotta watch them because they don't seem to have all their marbles put together once they're doing these things. Watch, look at her, look at her. I want you to do it from over here. You're gonna drive me nuts. So if I deconstruct that at a high priority, then have them do that, we should be good. And this is still a vacuum. All right, so now that this temporary oxygen system is built, I think what I could do is deconstruct the main one from it and maybe let it run for a bit and see, make sure it is working. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good though. This is gonna cool my entire base down immediately and I love it. Like we're at 31, up here is like almost 40. Wow, why is up here so hot? Up here is ridiculous. But with our new air system, we should be okay. I think I should stop venting some of this air because I don't really need to just produce extra stuff. So I'm thinking in time, our base is going to cool back down from this ridiculous temperatures at right now. And if it doesn't, if it really becomes that bad, I'm just going to run this water through the base a few times. Because up here is really hot. I'm surprised anything is still doing well up here. As you can see, we got a nice green cool box. So we have a nice little cool box set up here. It's all ready to go. I'm setting it right now at about 30 degrees. I am going to lower that. The issue I'm running into is that I put ice in here. And I put way too much ice, so it's taking forever to melt. And it's actually overheating and damaging my aqua tuner. So yeah, so that's running for now. It's working, some hitches, but we'll figure it out. I could upgrade this to steel. I think I do have my guys making more steel for me now, but I am determined to use gold. So we'll see. So earlier on, I mentioned I was trying to figure out where I want to put the oxygen system. As I was editing that footage, I really thought that it might be better over here because we have a lot of water over here. So we have this cool slush geyser, which produces a decent, it's kind of garbage too. It produces some water. We have this cool salt slush geyser, and then we also have the saltwater geyser. Then we have another saltwater geyser down here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 all in this area. So I'm thinking we put our oxygen system over here, we put our power system over here, because we have this. Yeah, we have the steam vent, we have a natural gas over here and natural gas here. I don't know what's down here yet, but I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be hot stuff. So yeah, so I think that's what we're gonna do. So which means add another 100 cycles to the to this episode, and I'm gonna go and clean this entire place up because for this to work, I gotta clean here up. So I was trying to figure out how do you make grapefruit and not like spindly grapefruit, but apparently the only difference is when the plant is tended by these guys. So like this one is a spindly grapefruit, but that's because, why is that? Because that's because it hasn't been fully taken care of. Like this one says here, a grapefruit that flourished because it's been tended to by, right? This one, yeah, see, it's not actually, if it's tended by one of these critters, these grubs, it will produce high quality grapefruit instead. So yeah, so that's interesting. And the calorie difference is ridiculous, because grapefruit is like 2,000 calories versus this guy who provide 800. The only difference is for getting 2,000 calories takes twice as long to actually grow. But having the the rub, it increased the growth speed by 50%, which brings it back to 4 cycles. So it's literally like 4 times better than spindly grapefruit. So if you're planting grapefruit, make sure you have these guys taken care of, because that seems to be really useful. But as you can see, I've gotten rid of most of the animals in here except for the ones I put back here because I needed more grapefruit. I wanted to get my food up a little higher, and I would like to get to the point where all they're eating preserved grapefruit and barbecue. So most likely I'll raise some regular hatch and feed them the other stuff. So what now for the Rodriguez and the Hydra? I'm gonna build the Hydra as my main one, and the Rodriguez is a backup just in case, because the Rodriguez is using like a glitch, and we want to make sure that we're all set with that. So I'm thinking the Rodriguez is gonna go here, followed by the Hydra, right? And the Hydra is not gonna be set up; it's not gonna be connected, but it's gonna be fully set to go. I was testing out how to cool this down, and as you can see, this aqua tuner here works really well to cool this whole system down. So the air is actually coming out of here right now at 15 degrees. So it's pretty much coming to whatever temperature I set this temperature sensor to, which is nice. So we could decide what temperature we want our base at. But right now our base is pretty hot, so I don't mind it sending colder temperature. And I might even lower it at first. I might put it like in the negative so it could just like shoot out some really cool air and hopefully drop this temperature pretty quick. Or I'll just pump all this out of here. That's actually a really good idea. Even though my power is ridiculously bad right now, I think I want to go a little deeper. So I'm going to put Max and Team 2. Yeah, so we're going to give Max and I forgot who else is doing digging for me a little bit extra work to do. I got to set up a place for all this water, right? So I want all this water. So we have salt water and we have, I believe this is brine. Yeah. And this is salt water too. What temperature does this come out as? 95 and 95. But let's get building the Hydra again. Actually, I think you've just seen me do that. So just know this is a 4 Hydra system versus the 2 system I built over here. So I've hit a point right now where I'm kind of like in trouble a little bit. As I try to build the system, this is it here. It's almost finished. I'm just trying to like prime it pretty much. And we're almost there. The issue is I ran out of coal. So I have 0 coal. And because of the lack of coal, my power supply is down. So because my power is down, I can't get anything working. So oxygen is starting to suffer. I'm not getting it. It's good for now. But yeah, the thing is power is a big issue right now. So what I'm doing is tap into this natural gas to get some power here. I'm going to... I accidentally let all the hydrogen I had up here. So I'm just going to put a quick power set up here and then try to feed that back to the system. And I was doing so well. My big issue right now is I need to get power over here as soon as possible. As soon as we can get power running again, I think I'll be fine. Okay, so hopefully they build this. They're not even add more suit anymore because I didn't have the power before to do that. Oh, let's re-enable that building because it seems like power's back up a little bit. Yeah, but I'm trying to prime this system, so I need to get rid of all the oxygen in here. So I'm using this to bring oxygen all the way over there. It's a whole thing going on right now. Oh no. This needs to be a 9. Don't just burn my... I am having a really tough time right now. I'm not even joking. There we go. So burn off whatever you have like a loser and then we'll deal with that from there. But yeah, once they finish building these, this is going to be interesting. Once I get power up and running again, I think I'll be fine. But I got to get power back up and running and I don't have a good source. I've been pushing off power. I should have done power today, but yeah, I wanted to get oxygen set up cooler, and I'm pretty sure it's not even running right now. Oh, it is running. Okay, so the base is getting oxygenated at least. This is just lots of mistakes were made. So yeah, let's see, is my automation wire finished? Not yet. Come on, I have a whole tank of hydrogen here. It should work. Once it starts up, it should be good. We just got to get this all started up. Yeah, but I can't believe I ran out of coal. Running out of coal it's an oversight on my part because I was still running my entire base on coal. Yeah. I just need to get some form of temporary power and I think this should be good for now. It's almost done. This bottom one is almost a vacuum. It should be now. There we go. Vacuum. Nice. Now it's got to the top and then we should be good. That's a 9. That should work. We got a few more battery pieces for my kingdom, for my little colony to have power again. We're almost there. Almost. All right, so we have recovered, right? I don't know if you saw the last clip. My food was down to 200,000. It's finally back to 400,000 now, which is amazing. My Drecos are not doing well. I need to put a bunch of them over here because like I mentioned, everything I almost lost everything. So my gas overlay is not bad. We're doing really good. I do have the hydro system fully set up. And if you look at gas, you have your oxygen, you have that, right? I don't have the cables running because I'm still using this one here, but we're going to have to go to just this system because this should be a fully self-powered system, right? So just this system I have set up in here alone is over 2,400 watts, which is just enough for this, which is 2,400 watts. Unless I disable some of these, which I might just do. Honestly, I just need one, right? I don't need all these. Oh, this is what happened when you go overboard. So let's do that. So we can save ourselves almost 1,000 watts right there, 8 something, which is still not enough to power this aqua tuner. But I don't think we'll need that much power. I think I need one more of these, but I don't think this could power another one. Because from my understanding, one of these should be able to power 1. So I should be able to put one more hydro in here. So that'll be 800 watts times 4, which is 3,200 watts, which should be enough to supply the entire system, give or take a couple hundred watts. And I don't expect this aqua turbine to be running all the time. It is now because it's trying to cool down the place. And what temperature do I have it at? Yeah, 15. As you can see, take a look at our water. Yeah, this is what it's doing. So it is going to cool everything down. This water's at 12. Water's at 15, is coming in, so it's gonna need a little time for this water to fully catch up. And as you can see, these 3 pumps are just, they're doing their stuff. They're burning through a lot of hydrogen, but I think we'll be fine for now. We'll see how this goes later on. The only thing left to do is to run this oxygen pipe all the way there. So this system is pretty much powering itself right now. and it's doing an infinite storage, so we're getting tons of oxygen being stored up here. I think my base is also getting a good amount of oxygen, and as you can see, temperature is dropping because this system is keeping everything nice and cool. So the oxygen is coming out here about 15 degrees, which is being pumped into my environment and cooling it all down. So up here that was at 40 degrees before is now at 30, which is amazing. So yeah, so our power setup is, we're good for now. We are good. I really shouldn't have took that sidetrack. I should have just built everything over here and we wouldn't have this issue. But because I did that, I think this setup is a little better now. Everything is there. I kind of want to rebuild this to make it more efficient, but whatever. Yeah, but I think that is it for power right now. Right now we're getting decent power. This thing is on its own system, which is nice. I think there is a device we could put here, isn't there? That might boost the power. Isn't there a power system that you could put in that will tune up these systems a little better? I thought it was. I don't know the name of it. So yeah, if you know the name, let me know what it is and I might try to add it to the system, because we do kind of have unlimited iron and gold. It's like, I think you need to feed it one of those resources so we could always feed it that. So that is our oxygen system set up. Like I said, it's self-sufficient, so I don't really need to like do anything with it yet. And today I want to work on power because this system doesn't work if I don't have coal. Yeah, so I cut down my hatch to 16. So they're not producing enough coal to keep my colony going. So we need to get off of coal, right? And use coal as a backup. So I'm thinking we use the steam vent over here for power. It should produce a decent amount of power for us, hopefully, if I know what I'm doing, and I usually don't, so it's gonna be fun. Yeah, so to do that, the first thing I actually want to do is plan this design out. So this steam vent by itself is 4 high, right? And it comes out pretty hot at about 500 degrees. It's currently overpressured and not dormant, which is annoying, but we'll figure that out. What I want to start doing is actually plan this build out. And it works a little better if I plan this build out, then come back to you guys. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so this is the design we're looking at, right? We got a iron aqua tuna, which is supposed to be steel. And not because I don't even think it'll break, but I'm afraid that it will break, at least when it first start up. Okay, so the way this is set up, right? We have the aqua tuna set up here. That's gonna keep this at a decent temperature. I ran all the pipes outside this little steam room because I don't really want like anything to change the temperature of the water. So we're gonna give them some time and they should do some building for us. They're also gonna have to do some cleanup for us. And then I'm gonna try to vacuum the entire area out, which is gonna be a lot harder than it seems because of the fact that this thing is not dormant. It's actually it's just overpressurized. So it's gonna be hard to like, you know, I might just be able to vacuum it out before that. So I'm thinking I could just do, if I put a pipe here, one here and here, I should just be able to vacuum all these things out of here, right? Just run that there. Run this here, this there, some high pressure vents on them, and that should just work for me for a bit. And I just give it power this way, like that. At this line, I don't think it's using, yeah, this line has an extra 800 it could use. So I think that's gonna work. We just gotta let these guys do some building now. And then I'll just put a door here and that should seal this off, hopefully. Yeah, I don't think I need to do watering here because this guy is gonna pressurize itself. I'm pretty sure they're going to pressurize themselves, so I don't have to worry about that. Now I just got to let them build. So now that this is built, I think it's time we clean up, right? It's a very simple design. I have to put a door here still. I forgot to put that here and one here. And then we're just going to pump everything out of here. And I'll give these guys a massive sweep command. So they'll come in here, they'll sweep everything up. And once we get this whole place a void, I'm going to open up here. I don't think it's going to be good. It's not going to be good at all. I also got to send power back to the main line. So I'll try to figure that out too and see. So I'm thinking, where's our main line? Here, right? So I have my main brick over here. So I could take this. I need to find a way to make 20,000 watts of power. I don't know how that's gonna go. You saw that, right? Potential load 20,000 watts. Actually, it's above 20,000 watts, which means I need to upgrade all my wires because this regular wire is too much. So I need to start using, where's the new wire? Heavy watt conductive wire. And we could do it with iron. I think I'm just gonna start building with that now. Oh wow, I never thought I would get to this point where I need to start using heavy watt conductive wire. All right, so I'm thinking something like this is gonna work. And I'm gonna boost the priority of all these guys to about 6. So they get it done a little faster. And power wise, if we could get this close to efficient, it can make us about 2,000 watts, which is not close to the 20,000 we need. Can you get that much power in Arc? I don't know. Can you? Because I really would like to know. I'm asking for a friend, not for me, for someone else. But you know, I'm gonna let them build this and I'll come back to you once they're finished. All right, so now I think it's time for the true test, right? This system is built, it's set up. I'm gonna use oil for this one. Grandma told me to use polluted oil, but I don't have it anywhere close by. I mean, polluted water. I guess I could fish it out from here, but I already had wires running here and everything like that. So I'm just going to connect this for now. Then we're going to go from there. Where's the connection? I think it's here has to be connected, and that's going to send some oil this way. And then that should end up in this cooling system. I shouldn't be doing the cooling system. Okay, now for the part that I am a little scared about is opening up here. As you can see, I made this a little smaller because I didn't want to get tons of this everywhere. So I made a little smaller setup here that it's now a lot of air, and hopefully this stays pretty pressurized and pretty hot. And I'm going to give them a super high priority to move these stuff out of here because I don't want anything melting. So I've actually run out of power up here. This is pretty much out of hydrogen. So this still has a little power, which is nice, but we definitely need the system up and running like immediately. And as you can see, I haven't put batteries in here or anything. Oh, this is so stressful. But we're almost ready. My food has dropped a lot. For some, every time I run out of power, my food drops like a ridiculous amount. And I don't usually know why. Oh, wow. I need to check my... I have lost track of the amount of liquid I'm putting in here. Okay, that's more than enough. Yeah, that's going to work. Okay, so this is this done yet? It is done. Yeah, let me just let them finish cleaning up and then we're going to go from there. There's a lot of stuff here for them to sweep. Now there's 2 more things for them to sweep here. I know the power is going to be an issue. I'm seeing dupes with suits that don't seem to be working well yet. All right, let's test this now and see how well. Oh no, wait, I might have messed up. I need to open this. Okay, Max, it seems like Max could do it. Oh, because here you got 3 tiles. Got it. Max, you my dude. Perfect. Okay. Now it's dormant. This is a stupid thing. It's now dormant. It wasn't dormant for like the last 14. It's ridiculous. Oh, this is just terrible. I have some of the worst luck with these things, don't I? I can't believe it's now dormant. And they go dormant for a minute, like dozens of cycles. Oh, these volcanoes are by far the stupidest thing I've dealt with so far. All right, what I'm gonna have to do is we need a plan B. It sucks that I can't even test plan A, but I think it's time we move on to plan B. The next thing I have to do, right? This is producing about, I should put a sensor in there, shouldn't I? Because I don't want this to be 0. Actually, I don't think I care. In this particular setup, I don't care. But I also want to send this system here. What else can we use for power? So I have the coal and that's not going to work. We have the petroleum generator that produces about 2,000 watts. What does that require though? So how do I get petroleum? I know there's a way to make it, but I don't know what that way is. Okay, I can get an oil refinery. Takes 10, produce 5. So we could do an oil refinery to get us the petroleum we need. Or we could do slicksers. But I don't have a temperature to keep these guys alive because they need to be a pretty hot area. So I'll be honest with you. This wasn't as exciting as I expected. I really did expect a little bit more power from the system, but it don't seem to give that much power, which is kind of depressing a little bit. I really expected more. So my room might be a little too big, so I might have to like make this room a little smaller, but that's a different story. The pressure gets pretty well, but it doesn't last too long. I am trying to do a cool box, but oh, it's struggling. I'm thinking I'll have to like double aqua tuna these things because yeah, it's not staying cool at all. I'm having the same issue over here, and I'm also having the same issue over here. With this particular system, my oxygen system is now hot. It's all now hot. I don't like any of that. Yeah, so it's too much heat. I gotta literally double aqua tune these guys, or else it's just not gonna work for us. And yeah, even though I do have radiant pipes here, I'm not actually using that. It's just going through a normal loop, and it's just trying to cool the equipment down. But I want to cool the air down before it gets to us. I just don't know if this is, I'm hoping that it's, once you do it, you don't have to like power 2 aqua tuna all the time. So yeah, so I'm hoping it's not too bad and we don't have like a ridiculous power requirement. So I'm going to double aqua tuna this one. And honestly, I really don't care much about the water coming out here. It is just being dropped in this cold area, but it'll eventually heat up. But I'll hopefully by then I'll find a good way to deal with all the heat. I am trying to chill the area in the most inefficient way as possible, of course. So I have that running, I have this one running, but for some reason, this one just doesn't seem to get below 50. Yeah, so we're gonna let those run. I am losing some heat over here, and that's because these joint plates are just terrible. I could replace the doors, but it's not gonna help because they joint plates. So I really don't care much. I'm just gonna let those run. It does mean the opportunities can be on a little bit more, but yeah, 70% this cycle. It's not on a lot, so I think it's fine. Yeah, but as long as this is keeping the temperature pretty decently, I'm not worried too much about the air quality. I could dig down a little bit more to get this natural gas geyser running. Oh, and I haven't even analyzed it yet. I think it's dormant now, yeah. So it's being drained. I'll move this a little closer because I think I could go a little closer. I make this room a little smaller. But I am pumping that straight up here too. So right now we have 5 of these running, and I'm pretty sure 5 is close to what I'm already exceeding the limit, but I just need to get power going. And with all of that, I'm still not like charging these batteries. None of my batteries are like actually charging. I am just using up more power than I need. This one is staying pretty consistent. So these guys are not turning on. My coal supply is building back up, which is really nice. We're doing really good that way. Food has jumped up. Barbecue's finally starting to come in. My Drecos are not like dying out anymore. I finally got the temperature in here like stabilized because of the fact that we have the air coming in so cool that everything is starting to run the way they should. My food supply right now is mostly barbecue, preserved grapefruit. Bristle blossom is now starting to come because I have water running through it now. I'm using the toilet water, okay? I don't think it goes on the food. I really hope it don't, but I don't see any food poisoning there, so I think we're good. And I'm also moving my dupes bathroom system over here. I want to get this whole area set up for rooms. So I moved the bathroom over here. I have a new filter set up for that. Yeah, so it's going in, keeping it clean. The excess water is going to this bristle blossom, with this being a priority, and 2 pumps there to keep it hopefully good. And then I'm just going to deconstruct all of this. And all these are going to be rooms. So I have 13 dupes. I do want to get to about 16. Should I go for another supplying dupe? I think I do have the resource to feed them, right? And I don't even know her name. Nisbeth? Let's put her in here, and I'm going to give her this food hall. So that should be her place. Yeah, that should work. And then I'm just going to send her across there, and then she's going to, you know, join the training room. Okay, there we go. Now, she went straight to bed. Yeah, so she's going to work. She's going to eat. She's going to do all this stuff she needs to do. She'll be good. And like I said, we're looking for about 2 more dupes, maybe 4. 2 more dupes to maybe 6 dupes. And as long as my food is going up, I'm not worried. When my food stagnates, then I get a little worried, but for now, I think we're good. And we could always expand farming if we want to. So yeah, so what I want to do for the rest of the episode today is get some decent housing done. So the room's got to be pretty big, which is okay, I guess, because the rooms need to be, a private room needs to be about 24. So I think we could do that pretty easily with this setup. Since I normally do 4x6 should be more than enough to get us the right setup we need, which means I should be able to do 1, 2, 3 rooms in here. So we'll do 3, 6. This will be 12. Do I really have to move this setup too? I should just put these in the other sides. I really should put these all over here. I will just get rid of these. And we've been lucky enough that nobody's gotten sick recently, so really hasn't been needed. And that's the wallpaper for the rooms. And the room decor is finished. So this should now be a... What else are you missing? Oh, it needs 2 decor items. And I have 1. So I'm just going to put another one there. And that should be 2. And this should be a private room now. It is. It's only a +1 morale, which is not a lot, but I think it'll be nicer for the dupes, you know, make them a nice little place. They work hard. They've worked hard to get this colony to the way it is with my, you know, inadequate management. Now we have the 2 aqua tuna going, and yeah, it's starting to cool down a little. Let's see. So it's coming in at 88. Then it should hit this sensor. Yeah, and it's going back there. But it's coming back in at 80. So we're only really eating about 80 degrees. I mean, 8 degrees. I guess it's not bad, but with time, hopefully it'll get better as this cool down a little more. But this is producing power. I don't want to say that power is like solved, but it's relatively handled. But I'm working on my second little bedroom area for another 3 dupes, and it's coming along. I'm gonna try to use all the patterns just to see and make something out of it. All right, so we have our 3-room build right now. So three dupes are going to go in there, and I'm going to get rid of 3-room here. So this is kind of how I'll rebuild the other rooms, by slowly getting rid of, you know, builds and then moving the room, getting rid of, moving the room, getting rid of, and going from there. All right, so we have all the rooms set up. I just realized I'm missing 1 decor item here, and that should be it. Well, this is gonna need 2. I wanted to do more gold statue, but I don't really have that much gold apparently. And the decor is already maxed out, so I really don't even need to do anything too fancy. Because if you go to decor, yeah, these are already max. Like, let's see, what is her last decor? I thought it tells you what decor they had recently. Condition. I don't like it says low oxygen there, but whatever. Yeah, I thought it shows you decor. I gotta find something to do with all the extra carbon dioxide that's accumulating here. We'll figure something out with that, but I'm not sure what yet. But yeah, like I was saying, the dupes are in their homes. They're all set to go right now. Let me put some plants in there. What do I have a ton of seeds of? Yep, and that should be good. This way, everybody's all set. They're all happy. Their morale is like through the roof right now. Yeah, we're hitting all the way up to like, what's that, 40? No, that's skill points. We have the highest of 48 morale, the lowest of 25, which makes sense because she's in our own area. But yeah, so 34 seems to be the lowest where everyone in the main colony is getting. So we could definitely go ahead and ensure everyone has suit wearing. All right, so everyone now is in suit wearing. We have a few that's a little higher up just because of their lifestyle. But yeah, I think everyone here is pretty good now. The highest morale need looks like 20. 22. So I think we'll be good for morale for quite some time. And I don't really need to spec them into anything else anymore. So I think the only thing left for me to do now, and I'll do this off in between episodes, clean this area up to get rid of all the extra material. I'm going to leave the abyss light up here. I do need a new builder, a digger. I'm thinking a new digger builder would be good because I want to send a dupe over to the other colony. And I was thinking about sending Max because Max has been like my OG. Max has been around since day 1, I think. Yeah, since cycle 1. So I might just send him over to have him like start a new colony for me because, you know, the OG, he did it once, he could do it twice. He's going to lose his comfy bed, but you know, we'll start him off pretty nice. Yeah, for now, I think power is doing pretty well. It's not terrible. It's not exactly where I wanted. I wanted to have like a big surplus of power, but that didn't seem to happen. We'll have to come back a different day and organize everything. But once I get the base area cleaned up properly, I think we'll be able to organize a little better how we want this all to set up. I'm not really happy with this power setup, right? It works, but it feels like it's going to break any day now. But it works for now. As you can see, my batteries are pretty much always empty. So I need to find a way to increase our power supply. And I've been digging this out in my free time, behind the scenes, off camera. Yeah, I've been doing some mining off camera, right? And so I found a natural gas geyser and a hydrogen. I had no idea these were there. I thought I found all the geyser, but apparently not. So today we're going to increase our power supply. And I'm thinking I'm going to add these two to the mix. But I'm also going to try to create like a sauna, I believe it's called, where you use lava to power a bunch of aqua turbines to give you a bunch of powers, right? I've never done one before, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. And we want to get this water under control. So I want to create like 4 big boxes of water somewhere, maybe like here, and store all the water. So we'll have regular water, polluted water, brine, salt water, and oil somewhere over here. I'll put an infinite storage in the middle, but we'll do the big box so it looks, you know, it looks good. So what I have to do now is just dig. This is my second time recording this intro because I started the episode and I sent Max to the other plan to do some work and I was just bored with it. I had no interest in this whole conversation. So yeah, Max is over here. He's doing some stuff. What I wanted to get was this arbor seed. And then I realized Max can't actually activate any of the things. And I don't know where the other one is. Maybe it's up here? Because I'm missing the input. So I can't send items back to him. Back from him. I'm guessing it's somewhere down here. But I don't want to dig into this area because these guys are going to do a lot of work, I believe, with this uranium. And I don't think I want to mess with that too much because it seems like all here is cold and I definitely don't want to let that heat in. There's some heat, not a lot of heat around the place. And if I don't put industry in there, it shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, so I'm going to send Max back home. The only thing I really wanted from this plant was the arbor tree. It's just seeds that I couldn't get normally I wanted. But everything else here I think I pretty much can get. But this is not a bad plant. It has a lot of stuff you need. I see also a cool slush geyser. But it is tiny. Compared to my main planet, it's really small. Yeah, so we can figure that out a little later. But let me send Max back home. And send Max away now. Now we'll send him home. And teleport. Yeah, because Max is over here. He's suffering with his 611 actually. And I have no use for him. I have nothing for him to do here because he can't actually do the work at this site for me. And there he is. Back in the kingdom. Back home. Back where he belongs. Trying to do stuff. Yeah, he's going to be good. As soon as he get in the base. You know he loves that right now. Back in that feeling that like that gross air. I did put him on a different schedule. I had a whole plan for that, but I just didn't feel that that one wasn't going to make a decent episode for me. So that is Max. I'm going to finish digging this out for a bit, and then I'll come back to you once I finish digging this out. This is going to take a while. All right, so we are back, and I have done some digging. Well, they have done some digging. I've just given commands. But they have dug this whole place out. That should not be true. Yeah, I ain't producing enough oxygen. We're good. We're good. I don't really care about that. We'll ignore the oxygen warning over here. And this system is pretty much almost at temperature. I think now I could raise it. Okay, it's at 20 already. And 20 is where we want it to be. So I think that's fine. I might put it to like 25 actually. And so when we start sending this into the base, it won't be an issue. At certain parts of the base is starting to cool down a little too much. But yeah, we'll fix that at a different time. But for now, as you can see, the whole bottom here is dug out. And not only that, we also left a little spot for them to pump everything up and fill in a lot of this place. So all that's left for me to do is grab this pipe and connect it here. I guess somebody needs to build that too. Once that's built, this should all work. So I have the liquid separate into their own tanks. This way they're all in their own place. Oh, it's not gonna have power for a while, but whatever, that's fine. But they're all set up, pipes are going. Yeah, so as soon as this power system is finished, we should be good. We should be ready to fire the system up and see what it could do for us. We just gotta wait for them to finish. And with that, we have power. And there we go. Like no liquid should be coming here. So I do have the infinite storage here. So once this pipe is full about here, it's just gonna store infinitely here. Okay, that's gonna shut off this. So that's the goal for this one. For now, we're just pumping in all the oil. And one of the reasons I'm doing this is for temperature exchange. I wanna keep these tiles nice and cool. So yeah, this is gonna be running for a minute. So I am just gonna let this run for a bit. By a bit, I mean lots and lots of cycles. And hopefully by then, it's all filled up. Well, hopefully by then, it's all drained. All right, so I had this idea of showing this whole thing draining, but it's been like 20 minutes and a lot of oil is gone, but looking at this, it's gonna take decades. So I'm gonna continue what I'm doing. And what I want to do is get all the oil in here. So I want to pump a ton of oil in here. And then I want to pump a ton of oil refinery and petroleum generator. But first, I want to try to see if I could build a sauna. And I'm thinking maybe here would be a good spot to do it. So what I'm thinking we need to do is, I don't know what I'm doing. So let's see, right? So we put the first one there. Like that. Okay, so that's gonna be second. Should I do just 2? Like, could I do that little space? I think I saw a design like this on Bridge Gaming, but I'm kind of taking my own liberty in my builds as I've done with all of them. So I'm thinking, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we go straight over here like this. Let's make this a priority 1 for now because I don't actually want them to build those. Okay, so that's gonna work. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that should be more than enough. And then we drop all our water right here on this tile that's gonna be exposed to lava. And hopefully we can get all this heat, right? So I could come here and do something like that. I think this might be my area. It's gonna take a ton of water, but that should give us 8,000 watts of power. I think right now on our main network is being, current load is 6,000. So we have a potential 22,000, but we only use about 6 to 7 at a time. So I think this might be a good thing for us. I'm just gonna put them at 5 and then let them work on their own. And then I'll come back once these are done. What I'm thinking for these, right, is that I have the water drop here. And then once it drops here, it's gonna hit the lava. And that should be enough to create tons of steam. And then hopefully that's enough to power all these guys. I think 8,000 is a good amount of power. And I'll figure out a place to put the petroleum system. Maybe like a cooling loop over here to do the petroleum. Yeah, so we do have to cool this down though. I think in here is gonna be too hot to put a aqua tuner. So I'm thinking, all right, so this design, the pipe running is a mess at best, but we'll see how this all go. We never know. This might work. I doubt it, but it might. So I'm just gonna let them finish their building, and I gotta pump this out, don't I? I didn't even connect power to this. Oh, I have so much work to still do. I think that's power. I just need to create a power bank somewhere. This took way too long to drain. Try and drain all this water here. I haven't looked back in the video yet, but I'll put like another image up. But I've been here for a minute, and what has been my saving grace is that I have a mod on that lets me mop anywhere. Oh, these dupes are way better than this guy. Yeah, these dupes are amazing. So they've been mopping. I just got to figure out to get all the water into these things, and we'll go from there. As you can see, I messed up my polluted water here a little bit. So I am draining this again, and then I'll fill it with hydrogen, and hopefully we get no polluted water. We don't know yet. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, this has been a chore. This is all going to be heated up. I give them a massive command. Hopefully they start cleaning that up soon. And since I have these guys set to sweep only, but they seem to be taking forever. I'm going to try raising the priority because I need this done like yesterday. But yeah, so this, is it done yet? Are you a void? Not yet. Almost. I still have a long way to go. I almost gave up on this episode until I realized that I could do the mop command. If it wasn't for that, you guys would have been seeing something totally different. I would have like end this here and start doing something else and just let it run in the background. Like I've literally waited so long that I've cleaned up this whole area, except for, you know, all the regolith and slime that has come back up here because of the fact that, you know, what do you call it? Meteor storms. So because of all the meteor storms, it kind of get filled back up here. But as you can see, yeah, I dug almost all this up. And the reason I'm still leaving this barrier here right now is that there's shovels up there, and I want to do a shovel farm next episode because my food, there's a lot of food, right? But there's not a lot of meat food. You need more meat, not just all veggie, right? So I want to get more meat in their life. So I'm going to create like I think it's shovels they're called, these things. Where are they? This guy. Yeah. Because when they die, they drop all the meat. I mean, all of it. 16,000 calories. Yeah. Any meat that's available in the world, they drop it all. All right. So let's wait for this to get down to 0 so we could get a vacuum going. All right. So we almost have this place as a void. But then I saw this pesky carbon dioxide that wouldn't move. So now I got to build a bridge all the way over there. So we're at 17. I think once it hit 5, it started deleting. And I don't know if I need to get rid of all the polluted oxygen because it is going to turn into steam, right? But the carbon dioxide, I think, is an issue. And I have to get the bottom here cleaned up. They're just taking forever to do anything with it, which is a little bit frustrating. but we're gonna have to let this run for a bit. I have to. This whole episode has been me waiting a lot. There's been lots of waiting. I forgot that Oxygen Not Included has a lot of wait time where you just have to sometimes just sit back and just wait. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I've been doing. Just waiting. Okay, there we go. It's starting to delete itself slowly. As it comes from up here, which is like 8, when it hits the area and Oxygen Not Included realize, oh, there's not enough in here, just delete it. It's automatically deleting itself. And we're stuck in the save load. I've been getting this screen where it's like it freezing longer in the save screen. And I'm guessing it's just because of the fact that the game is getting bigger. I'm gonna super speed this because I'm tired of waiting. I've been waiting for this forever. Okay, it's been so long. I've been waiting for this for so long. You have no idea. It's ridiculous how that carbon dioxide just took over the entire thing. After I was almost done, I was almost done. This game just wants to drive me mad, doesn't it? I guess we gotta wait now for the carbon dioxide to go away. All right, I'll be back once I finish waiting again. And we're back after an eternity later. Pumps are super slow. There has to be a better way. So lava is at 1600 degrees. I don't think any of my blocks can handle that. Now, metal tiles. I believe one of these guys can. So these are the metal tiles I have access to. Iron, we're looking at 1500. Copper is 1000. Lead is terrible. So is gold. Tungsten is nice, but I don't think I would ton that. Steel is as expected. So the three iron tiles we have that might be useful is iron, which is at 1500. Tungsten, which is 3000, and steel, which is 2000. And this is 1800 now. What is the hottest here? Yeah, so 1600 is the hottest. So ideally, I would want to get, I'm thinking maybe tungsten here. I want to put it right there. So what I'm going to do is try to build here and here. I believe obsidian tiles should be able to survive. Yeah, they'll be good. Very high melting point. So these guys should be able to build this for me. Once they build this, I'll deconstruct this. Actually, I could deconstruct this now. I'm gonna have them build those two sides, drop here. And this might be a terrible place to start because we don't have a ton of like heat to work with here. But I didn't realize that there was obsidian here until it's too late. Yeah, let's do that. That's gonna work for now. And like I mentioned, they still gotta clean this up. It's just taking forever. Ooh, vacuum. Yeah, no gas. Nice. No little blobs is gonna mess our day up, which is amazing. So now we are truly done with all the gas working here. And I can start deconstructing stuff. Honestly, all of this can go. I also want to pick this up. And it's just gonna be a cleanup because in here it's gonna be hot. So I don't really want the dupes running back and forth. I think even with their suits on, they'll still get scalding. But yeah, I may let them try to clean this up too because it's a lot of sweeping and they seem to not want to sweep. And I don't know why. All right, so now it's clean. It's ready. It's finally clean. I had to put like a bunch of things here and then just tell them just drop it all there. So I just moved everything from here to over here. We'll figure that out later, just not today. Now this is pretty much done. I got a bunch of water coming here. I got this much water to play with, so we'll see how well that goes. And I've never messed with lava before, so I'm a little nervous. So let's put that there. That should be obsidian. It is. Priority 9 that and priority 9 that one. So somebody come and do some work. Don't dig it first. Okay. Immediately clean this up. No. Oh, she built both. Cause she's a G like that. Look at that. All right. That is hot. This metal tile immediately hit 8. How much is these hitting? It's going up a little. Let's put that there. And I'm using steel because I don't have any tungsten. So steel it is. I don't want it melting. Let's do both sides. Right? I got 2 is better than 1. Oh wait, this one might not work actually. Oh, it did work. Okay. I was afraid that I was gonna like push the lava up and I definitely didn't want that. How is this unreachable? Okay, there we go. Now let's clean this last abyssalite up and then we should be, yeah, this stupid 12, 1300, 1400 and rising. Oh yeah, this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be good. Let's hope nothing melts. Okay, now let's stop you geniuses from coming back and forth. No one is allowed. All right, so these tiles are at 1200 degrees and going down. Let's stop that. I guess there's no environment. So we have steam. Oh, wait. I might have messed up just a little. I forgot. Aquatune is not ready. All right, so now this is all running as it should-ish kind of be. We have this being cool. Right now it's cool in the 40 something, but it's going to drop a lot more. That's built. It's going. Yeah, it's at 40, but it's coming in at 70. So 2 aqua turbines should cool this down a lot. I have them both set to 0, so that shouldn't be too bad. Which should keep all these steam turbines nice and toasty. Well, nice and cool. Now, let's see if we can get all these guys to 100% power. And as you can see, I'm already getting igneous rock. I'm already sucking the heat out of this rock at quite a substantial rate, which is going to be interesting. Temperature's dropping really fast. That one is at 100. It's getting warm, but it's going to cool down, I hope. Let's stop pouring more water for a second. Let it do its stuff. It is sucking up. This is creating a full 800 watts, which is nice. This one is creating 5. We're going to try to get much more heat in here. If I had thought about this better when I was doing it, I would have mirrored this over here so that I need less steam and it would have worked a lot better. But of course, my ability to plan is so close to 0. I want to get here to about 500-600. I think that should push everybody up a little bit more. And the big thing, right, is are these batteries starting to charge? They are. Look at that. Look at that. We're finally in a surplus. Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm so happy. I am so happy that this is finally a surplus. Are these steel? Yes, they are steel. I didn't mess that up either. Oh, you have no idea how happy I am that I'm finally getting a surplus of power. We have 2 of them at full power. I don't know how much water I have. I have enough water. I think I have enough water. We should be good. Hopefully. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. All right, so we're at 3 of them is almost at 100. Come on. Pump more water into it. I'm just going to pump enough water until all these guys get to about 100. I still got a couple tons of water here. Oh, look at this battery. Look at these batteries. I think it's been so long since my batteries have been high. Actually, even these guys were starting to like kick on. But now everybody's being powered. I love this. This is so amazing. I can't believe I'm actually fixing the power issue. We're actually doing it. Is it just not hot enough yet? It's still not hot. I need more heat. Temperature's not bad. They're at 50. Even the farthest one away is at 50. The closest one, actually, these would be the farthest. They're at 60. I plan to put a power bank battery banks up here. So that's why I have like just dumping an unnecessary amount of air in here. And what I should do, and then I'll suck air out of here, making a vacuum, and then just do hydrogen. Because now we have this hydrogen vent. I can play with hydrogen a little bit more. And power, I don't have to worry too much about it. It is nice that we are getting more power than we're using. Power stored, power produced. So we're producing 9 kilowatts, anywhere from 9 to 12 it looks like, but we're using about 11. So I definitely need to get this running a little hotter than it is. As you can see, water is starting to accumulate here. We're starting to get too cold. So I definitely want to get into some of this. I picked a really bad spot. I should have picked anywhere else to build this thing. But Foresight's 2020. So let's have somebody come in here. Okay, I think that's more than enough water for now. And what we're going to do, this is steel, do that. And I'm going to have somebody come in here, deconstruct this at a 9. Definitely want to put some more heat in here. Hopefully I'm hoping I'm not overlooking something with this and it's going to cause me a bunch of issues later. There we go. That should be jumping right back up. We should be pushing tons of heat back in here. Come on. Oh, no. Nope, this did not go as planned. Build, please. I don't want lava coming back up here. Okay, awesome. That worked. I was so scared. Oh, all right. So that's that. That should work. As soon as she's finished here, I should boost the priority so she gets some help. We can't have blocked pipes. Nobody wants their pipes to be blocked. Let's see. Come on. So we have a lot of water in here. We got a lot of heat in here. So we should be able to hopefully get as much as these things going as possible. There we go. Now, what is my power production? I'm producing 12 and I'm making 10, which is beautiful. And then what we're also going to do, I think it's jumbo batteries you want to use. like that. I'm thinking about putting a smart battery here and run some wires to shut all these off if it's full. All right, so that should be the entire power system setup. We just have some more building to do. And as always, I'm going to hit those up in a 9 because I need them done like yesterday. And yeah, so this should be the entire power system pretty much built. And I should be set for a while. I'm not sure why it's not as efficient as it should be. It's really hot. You would think you'd get at 100%, but for some reason, turbine is too hot. Oh, maybe you know what I need to do? I need to push this back one and then create like a heat thing. I need to find a way to control the temperature in here. Because right now we're just sucking all this heat out. For the time being, I could do something like that. And that might help a little bit so we don't hit the 800 to 900 heat. But yeah, these guys are going to do some more build with me. They should be all pretty decently built up. And once they finish building this, for the most part, our power issue should be taken care of. I'm just going to have to let this cool down a little bit more. Yeah, so I have to figure out how to like get this to like a decent temperature. Because I think I need to get this to about 200 degrees and that should be able to power all of these for me. But yeah, we'll figure out a different day. For now, this is going to be my duct tape solution to power. The 2 aqua turbine is not keeping up. What I should have done is cool them down properly first and then kick them off. So even though there's 2 of them, they're not able to eat all this heat. And I'm using a bunch of inefficient. I should make this more efficient, shouldn't I? Because what I can do is put liquids here, make all these into a vacuum, and maybe fill it with hydrogen or just leave a void. And that should keep it much cooler than it's currently doing. Right now it's being cool with carbon dioxide. And as everyone knows, carbon dioxide sucks. It just doesn't do much. So I'm going to think about that for a second. For now, I think we're doing pretty good since we got a surplus in power. So we got a lot of power coming from a lot of different places, which is really nice. But yeah, we just got to stabilize that power because that fluctuating is too big. So I'll think about a way how to do something with this. Because this battery is actually going down. And that's because these guys are not staying cool. So I definitely got to put a more efficient cooling system here. You know what? I'll be back. Let me go do some more work. This has to have been the most frustrating project I've ever done in oxygen not included. Trying to get this system to run at a cool temperature has been like stressful because it just wouldn't cool down. As you can see, I now have 4 steam turbines connected, which is barely doing enough to keep it cool. As you can see, it's sending the water out at 40 degrees, but it comes back at 100. Yeah, so I'm not getting cooling done properly here. I'm guessing maybe this is where I've seen the comment like I should do the polluted water because it has a better whatever you call it. And maybe I'll try that a little later. Replace this with polluted water and see if that makes a difference. Because this has not worked out at all. Well, it's working now, right? 4 aqua turbine later. And it's finally, I have a decent amount of them cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And this one is still getting cool. The crude oil is staying pretty cool. It's still about 80 degrees here. But then by the time it gets past this other one's at 94. So this one here has a lot of temperatures to be eat still. As it cools down more of these guys, it'll get better. But this one is a concern. Right? So every now and then I have to come in here and do something like this. Just to make sure that this one stays below 100. Because it's eating the temperature from here and we definitely wanted to eat that temperature. But yeah, we are producing a little bit more power and it's not enough to store yet. But if you take a look, yeah, we're going from 7. We're still a little below, right? So we're producing a decent amount of power right now. It's just not constant. And as soon as we get all these cool down, so we're working on this one now. As soon as we get to like maybe here, I think that's going to be 10 steam turbines running. And that should keep us at a decent pace because we need about 900. So everything else on my system only has to create about 1,000 more watts versus the 8,000 that this is going to create on its own. My goal is to have this set up as the primary, but it seems like power consumption wise, we're steadily using about 8,000. Yeah, we will be steadily creating about 8,000 watts at a time. This one is going to create for me about 1,000 too, which is good. And then where's the other one that's just going to waste power? This one here. So this should create a decent amount by itself too, because each one of these is 800. I have a little bit store up, so this shouldn't be too bad. So we should be good for power. I think we'll be good because like I think if I look now, I'm creating 1400, but we are using 13. Yeah, we got to work power out. It's going to be interesting to figure this out. Even my coal almost ran out in the time it took to do this whole project here. So for this now, it's all set up, hydrogen inside. It's still a little hot, but down here it's much cooler. I was testing where to put the thermal sensor to get better reading, and up here seems to be a lot better. So I have it set to 280, which seems to be enough to get almost all of them running when they run, because the temperature up here is about 280. Yeah, that seems to be a good. I don't know what's like the ideal temperature for a steam turbine, like a steam temperature, but yeah, this is what we're doing for now. So this should be working. And it doesn't seem to be sucking a lot of heat out of here. No, it does. Yeah, because this was at 1600 before, right? And we are down to 14. But I'm not seeing igneous rock down here, just seeing the obsidian that I accidentally mined. So I think for now, I think this is good. And this should get us through for a long time. It's just 4 aqua turbines. I can't believe I had to use 4. And they are running non-stop. So hopefully soon, it's going to get to the point where they're not going to always be running. They're all set to 0. So once they hit 0, they should turn off. And this is my take on power. It feels like it's the worst way to do power, but yeah, this is what we have set up. The next thing I have to do is set up a steam room, because some of these machines, like I need a place to make steel, and keeping it cool is an issue because this area is going to lose its cool soon. Yeah. So I need a steam room soon. I'll have to figure that out. If you know a good steam room design, let me know. I think I'll start using tutorials versus trying to make things my own, because that's been going very, very splendidly well for me. And I'm thinking over here should be good, because I want to be able to put down some hot equipment that just needs lots of temperature to work with. So that's kind of what I want to do today, and that's what we're going to go take care of. All right, so this is what I'm thinking for the coal room, right? This thing can hold about 4 different aqua tuner, and I'm going to pump this gas out and pump in here full of hydrogen, and then try to cool it down. And then we're going to put in our stuff. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, so this design is the shape I'm working on right now. I gotta figure out the cooling exactly. I'm thinking I will send it this way, up here, come out here, come straight down somewhere here, and then go through here. Or I might just change this entire design to make it so it runs pretty smooth. Because I want it to go, I might just have it run this way. So it cools these first, then go in here and do some cooling. So no matter how much heat I pump in here, there shouldn't be an issue. So yeah, so this should be a pretty decent setup. It's just going to take a little time to get all this stuff done. There's a lot to do, because I still got to clean out all this, pump all this out, and then try the cleaning, and then try to see if my cooling system works. So yeah, let me see what I can do, and I'll be back. All right, so this is what we're looking at so far. This is the whole setup. I do want to use a lot of aqua turbine, but I'm hoping they never have to run. But yeah, so I'm working out to just get this area clear out. As you can see, there's 2 pumps just moving it over here. And once this is fully clear out, I'll put like a liquid lock here. I think I'll want that here in case I ever remove the mod that makes this useful. Yeah, so I have to just get this whole area clear out, get all the carbon dioxide and polluted air out, and just get hydrogen in, which we will do, but this is going to take a minute. We finished vacuuming out all of this. I don't know what it's giving off this water. Oh, it's this. Okay, I know it's giving off that one now, but at least I have this fully vacuumed out. So we just got to get hydrogen in here. And I've had a lot of trouble trying to work with this hydrogen because it comes out super hot. So every time it comes out hot, it just like overheats my pump. And my pump is steel, which has a pretty high overheat temperature. It's 275, but this put out hydrogen at 500 degrees. So yeah, there's a problem. I got to figure out to work with that. But for now, I have a ton of hydrogen in here. And I need to run it all the way up here for now. And oh, let's grab some of these. Let me see, is there any other ones? There's not. And let's put that in there for now. And that should be a good amount, right? That should be good to fill this up with hydrogen. And now the only other thing I need to do is fill this up with water and also get some coolant in here. I could use polluted water for this. I think I might just use polluted water. I'm not sure actually. So I have a pipe that comes all the way here, which means I could get polluted water pretty easily over there. I do something like that and just grab this. If we come here like that, that should work. And I can just dump a bunch of it in there. Yeah, so once they build that, I can send water from over here, like that. I don't know what this is. I have to clean this up. I have so many pipes running everywhere. That's not even funny, but that should be enough for this to work. Yes, I think all we got to do is wait for these pipes to be built. And I have a ton of water in here. Yeah, that's a lot of water. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for a few pipes to build now. Once that build, we'll be able to just fill this line. And I'm thinking we do a lot of water. All right, so this is what we're looking at so far. We're pretty much done, right? I have hydrogen in here. It's at -2 degrees. The issue I'm having is that I'm putting hydrogen from here, and this is coming in really hot. Okay, this gives off at 500. So it comes in, it sends it all the way through these pipes over here. As you can see, all the way here. And then pumps that 150 degrees in here. And once this vent is filled, I think then I'm going to stop. But I'm trying to get to about 2000. I just want to get as much hydrogen as possible in here. I'm thinking, I like the fact that now this is not, it is heating up a little bit. But I don't think it's heating up enough that this should do damage, I hope. 275, what are we at? 230. This is not going well. This is going to take damage, isn't it? I need you to stop emitting for a second, please. So this can cool back down, please. I think I got to make this bigger so it stays cool a little longer because I'm eating up steel just doing that. But yeah, so once this gets in here, as you can see, this is pretty cool right now. I have the kiln going, so it is giving off a little heat, but it is cooling back down pretty quick. And we're also cooling here. I did add more radiant pipes in here just to get all that heat cool down. These aqua tuners are set to like 0 degrees. So if they come in over 0 degrees, it'll cool it down. Well, this one is set to 1. This is set to 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think that works pretty well for me. And for now, I'm using polluted water. It's just what I have the most of and easiest to get over here. But yeah, everything is running. This is a lot of water. I don't think we're going to need this much water. I don't think this might ever really kick on. I hope. But yeah, because I think I put this in at about maybe 8 or 9 degrees. And it hasn't really heated up too much. So yeah, I don't think this is going to kick on for a long time until we really start filling this out. So what I'm thinking we do, I want to get all this salt water in here. As you can see, all these pipes are a mess. All of this here needs to be deleted, gotten rid of, which will happen eventually. But I think for now, that's going to work for that way. I just got to figure out now how to get water centralized. Because like I mentioned, I have a hot mess going on with pipes everywhere. As you can see, my piping structure sucks. So I have to figure out how to get all these water into one area. Because we have water here, water here, water here, here, and down here. So the problem I have is that I got to get all this water over here. Then I got to get it to go back over here, filter it out, and then send back to this pipe. Actually, just filter out and then send out to everything that needs water. So what's going to need water for us, right? We're going to need water in my oxygen system, which is going to be a lot. And then we're also going to need water for these wells. I am thinking we're going to have to go to petroleum power. And this just gave me a really good idea of how to heat this up. Okay, this comes at 500 degrees and petroleum, yeah, petroleum is at 400. And it's not high enough to make sour gas, which is not bad. The next problem I run into is, as you can see, my food is dropping ridiculously. And that's because somehow my sulfur production got like destroyed. This sulfur geyser is dormant. Yeah, so I'm struggling to get sulfur. I thought I had enough sulfur set up to take care of all these guys. I thought I did the math, but apparently I didn't. Yeah, so we're gonna have to kill off something to make sure we don't run out of sulfur. And then change where we feed stuff. Honestly, I'm thinking for food wise, I think just as easy food to get, Dracos might not be bad. Because they're technically truly renewable, right? I just need a little bit of dirt to keep them going. And with these guys, I get dirt pretty easily. So I can lower the number of these guys. I think these will produce mud for me. And you can make dirt and water with mud if you need to. Yeah, I think I'm just getting all this dirt from like from rotten food actually. So I have one composter and I believe that's what's giving me all my dirt. So yeah, let me see what I could do about these pipes. All right, so now I technically have my water system set up for now. I just gotta figure out a good way to get it in there. As you can see, this pipage is all a mess and water is just not flowing the way I would like it to. Yeah, I gotta figure out this water thing because I'm gonna have to separate them somewhere else. So one desalinate only gets you about 1,000 grams of water. I think most of my system need a lot more than that. I'm gonna need a little more water than that, but for now, I don't think we have to worry too much. That's like my favorite saying that gets me in trouble later on, but I think this is gonna work like this. The desalination is heating up a little bit, but I don't think it's enough to really, let's see. Yeah, it is heating up. We'll see. We'll give it like 100 cycle and see what happens. My polluted water should keep this a little cool. It's only losing about 1 degree, and it's not at its ideal temperature yet because the water's coming out here at -4, -3, but it's going back in at about 1. So we're losing like 4 degrees of temperature in here to cool this down. So once this get this optimum temperature, like what I'm going for is like in the negative, close to 0 as possible. Once it gets there, I'm thinking it should keep things cool, pretty cool. I hope. I really hope this doesn't get too hot because I can't go too low with polluted water. It freezes -20. So if I set these guys any lower, it's going to cause me issues. But yeah, we'll figure something out a little later on, better cooling. I do need better cooling, and once I figure that out, I think we'll be doing pretty good. All right, so now that this system is pretty much completed, right? We have 2 salt distiller, whatever they call it, that turn salt water into normal water, and 1 to turn polluted water to regular water. And I'll figure out what I want to add in here because I don't know what I want to add in here yet. I just need a cool area. We have the metal refinery, and we also have the kiln, right? And this is all running as intended. The last thing I want to do for this video is see if I could do this, right? So let's see. All right, so Lindsay's coming to do this one, and we'll see. A lot of knocking, and that's knock knock. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, so the hermit. We have to do these things: deliver food to mailbox, improve decor, turn on festive light. Those are all pretty easy, except for the food. So that's gonna turn on festive light. We have to boost decor. I think if I grab this one, yeah, metal blocks. This is what I want to do. So I'll do gold. And that's 8 blocks. Okay, that should be good. And I'm hoping that will boost it pretty high actually. I want to see how these do. So we already improved the decor, that's done. We just have festive lights and it has to stay on for a certain amount of time. So as long as I don't lose power, we should be good. Now delivering food, 3 items with 4+. Oh, apparently I don't have any food that's 3+. Interesting. All right, so we need 3 food that's above 4. So I have to see what I can make for food. So we're gonna try 1 mixed berry pie, and I'm gonna have them not eat that. I need 3 unique food. I think surf and turf might be doable. So have them make 1 of that. I know it's not ready, and 1 more. It's lettuce. I don't think I could get lettuce. Okay, so Otto is making the first food, which is nice. Okay, so no one's allowed to eat that because I don't want it to be eaten. I want that to go in here. Somebody need to get this food. I need somebody to come get this. I can't have it here in polluted air just sitting there doing nothing. Okay. So the first one is done. We just need more. Hermit love the food. Yeah, I get it. It's nice. It's good. So we gotta find 2 more food for this guy. I have it set to make surf and turf, which means fish will work. And I have it set to make mixed berry because I'm pretty sure I can get grub fruit somewhere. Yeah, once these grow, I'll get grub fruit. And let's see, what do I need? I need some paku. These are all the pakus I have. I have an elderly here. Let's attack that, make that a 9. And that's not an elderly. Most likely they already lay an egg. So, all right, somebody's coming to fight them. That's going to get us the second food we need. The third food is a little bit more tricky because I don't really have grub fruit growing right now. And I think surf and turf is done. So I could toss that in here. And there's my surf and turf. I need 1 more food, but I don't know. All right, so far we have 3 of the 4 done. The last food is going to be an issue. I have to like do some real cooking. Yeah, so I think with this one, we're going to come back and deal with this one a little later. I don't think I could do this now. And that's just because I don't have a good food setup. So the food that this seems to need for me to do any of the other ones is either lettuce or pinch peppermint, and I don't have any of those. Yeah, everything seems to require something I just don't have. I haven't checked this in like forever. Yeah, just don't have. I'll take the rust for now so that I can reset. But yeah, I think this is where we're gonna call this. I hope you all enjoy. We're almost finished unlocking this hermit, and we have a coal sauna, which is pretty good. I think this is nice. So this should keep it pretty cool. We shouldn't have too much issues with putting our industries in here. And this is not the best right now. We'll have to do more once I get better coolant. Because with this coolant I currently have, it can only go to about, what is that at? -20 degrees before it starts causing damage. So I have to like be really careful with that. But in here right now, it is pretty cool. Even though these things are running, it's at 2 degrees and stuff like that. It's going to go up a little more once you start adding new stuff to it. But for now, I think we're good. Next time we come back, we'll definitely do the space stuff because I haven't done that yet. I still got to do something here. So I think next time we come back, I want to deal with these shovels I have here. So build like a shovel farm and then figure out something with space. But shovels are going to be interesting because they like high temperatures. And I don't have a good way to deal with that. Comfortable range 150 C's to 400. Yeah, that's going to be ridiculous. So I am not sure what's going to do that for me yet. I'm not even sure where I'm going to put that because everywhere, maybe up here somewhere. Because this area, this whole place is looking terrible. What I want to do today is actually some space research. But to do space research, I got to deal with these shovels. They got to go somewhere. And I'm thinking about using them as backup food actually. And I just found this hot polluted oxygen. I know it gives off polluted oxygen, but does it give off, it doesn't say infected. Clean polluted oxygen, but it's just hot. So for us to go to space, let's see if we can do some shovel work, right? These guys are very particular. They have a lot of temperature need. Comfort range 150 to 400. This gives off hot oxygen at about 500, which means I have no good way to cool that, right? Normally. But I'm thinking if I use deodorizers, no, hot oxygen is not going to turn to steam because steam requires water. Yeah, I have to figure out how to use this to keep a room at about 200 degrees for a bunch of shovels. Because their other cousins drop like half the meat versus the 16,000. And they have the same range, but I think what it is that if they have a higher chance of dropping if it's below 100 degrees. And you get the normal shovel if it's above 100 degrees. So how do I get a room to keep an area above 100 degrees? And I don't think they have any kind of like oxygen requirement. Yeah, they don't seem to be an oxygen requirement. So let's do some building. And I think, is that really all the obsidian I have? Oh, I need more obsidian. Where do I don't have any more obsidian? I think I'm gonna have to use metal tile so they can't get out. But one of the things I want is some metal tile here because I want to transfer the heat over, right? And then we could just grab, I really don't care what this one is. Like that. And that should be a good way to create like a little hot box to keep our room pretty hot. And then if I come here, we're gonna try this out. So I don't think these guys actually need anything valuable. Like they don't have a space requirement, right? All right, I think let's have them build this and then we'll see how this goes from there. And there's one, while they're building this, I still haven't done this. This should be the last fossil I need to excavate. And there we go. Otto is doing this thing. This should be done. That should be all the fossils for us. Yeah, we got a credit collar, which is a, I have no idea, but we have it. Now we could take fossil. We could turn diamond into fossil. I don't know if I want to do that, but we can if we ever need to. And that's all the fossils done. Now, they're still building this. So I think I have everything all set. Actually, let's wait till day so it's gonna look better so we can see better. All right, so I think we're pretty much done. I think this is all the shovels. There's like 18 of them in there. I gotta set something up to get the food out there. I don't have power anywhere close by. So for now, I'm just gonna do a sweep command. That's gonna boost my food by a lot. Yeah, so this is running. I should starvation ranch these guys because they'll die faster and then it'll just be, you know, better. But I don't feel like dealing with it right now. So we're gonna let it run. I'm gonna come back and deal with this. I think they're all gonna turn into these guys, but I don't care. And what I wanna do is also go ahead and put bunker tiles up here. But as you can see, these guys got a lot of work to do still. There's a lot of building here for them to get done, for them to finish this up. Because I want a bunker tile up here and then put like a cleaning system to maybe get the regolith. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this whole space area. But I think we could do some rockets. What do I need? Rocket platform. Over here, 2,000 degrees, we should be good. So let's put that there. You know what? I've only seen people build a rocket platform with steel. So let me do that. But it's only extra 200. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, so I'm gonna put this down, make that higher priority. I'll put that in there. I've never done rockets before. ever. So this is going to be terrifyingly interesting to see how this goes. All right, so now that the platform is there, how do I build new stuff? Let's see. New rockets. I think we're gonna do a carbon dioxide. Yeah, we're gonna do a carbon dioxide mod. What do you call that? Engine. Just to start. All right, now that the carbon dioxide part is done, add modulus, add module. I really don't know what I'm supposed to add next. Where's the living space one? So we're gonna do the spacefaring modules. I also, let me see. That's still going. All right, so that one is done. What's the next one we need? This rocket is gonna be super slow. And the nose. That should be the last part. All right, so the rocket is pretty much done, right? So this one, I have no idea what to do in here. I really don't. Never used rockets before, so this is gonna be super stressful. I think what I need is the rocket. Where's the rocket one? Yeah, okay, so we need the orbital data collector. This guy, but it only works in space. So I need to set this up in a way that one of my dupe could actually do this. I need to support a pretty high amount of, what do you call it? A high amount of morale. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ask almighty Google and get a rocket design, and I'll be back. All right, so I don't see a really good design. So I'm gonna put like a design that just does simple stuff and it's pretty self-sufficient. Not self-sufficient, but you know, it doesn't just kill you off right off. So let's see, how do we want to deal with that? So for this setup, we're gonna need a few things. Let's look at what our dupes need just to survive, right? So I think the wall tile is gonna work for us. We could use plastic. This gives dupes a place to relieve themselves, press very few germs. So I'm thinking we could put that right there, right? That's gonna be the wall toilet. So they got a place to go poop, a place to go pee, they're good to go. Floors, I'm gonna use these carpets just to give me a little bit of boost. I also want a place to put their beds. What if I just put the bed here? No, I want the room bonuses. So we can do that. Then I have empty space up here, which is annoying. Since I'm only sending one dupes, that might not work. I'm thinking what I'll do is just put a comfy, wow, that's big. Yeah, I think I can put a comfy bed. I think I have that much space in here. We'll see, right? So we have a toilet, we have a bed. What is this? So this is to bring air into here and to bring air out. We're gonna pump tons of oxygen in here because I think that's the only way this is gonna work. The next things I need in here is, I need this guy. And I'm thinking, I'll just put him here. There's something I forgot to even look at. Radiations. I think we do that and then just do, hopefully that helps to remove some of the radiation. Put 2 insulated tile here. I have no idea how any of this is gonna work. I am thinking that this needs to be deconstructed. Yeah, let's have the game run so these guys can start coming in here at least. I think I want to put this. Do I have to leave this here? I'm certain you can move this, but whatever. So let's see. What does it take to make a room a bathroom? I just require a washroom and I don't want to deal with the polluted water. So I don't think I will. So I think we are ready to launch the rockets. I've made some change. Let me show you what I've done so far. So I went with a sugar engine because I have tons of sugar because, you know, just because. I put tons of fertilizer in here. Well, I'll put as much as it'll let me put. We're gonna see how this works because I don't plan to go too far into space. Literally, I'm just gonna go one tile up. We have the spacefarer module. I have 4 solar panel module. I really only need 1, and then the basic nose, whatever. I don't think I need to do the other one. And inside, this is a first for me. I've never done this before. I am now pushing 500 hours into oxygen included. This is my first rocket I'm going to try to send off. So the inside, this is what I have so far. So we have a total setup here. It shouldn't be too bad. Room bonus, we have 2, and this is 8. Plus, I'm feeding them preserved grapefruit, which I believe gives about, what is it? Also 8. So we're looking at 60 morale boosts just from being in here. Plus, decor is pretty good. I'm hoping that's enough morale boosts I need. So what I'm actually going to go do, yeah. So we have the comfy bed, hanging pot, so that gives it the bigger morale. This is set up. We have tons of oxygen set up in there and the room is filled. I'm hoping that this is enough to keep us up there for a bit. I think oxygen is going to be the big thing that's going to determine how long we stay. Water, I have a ton of it here. They were using this, so I just cut off the water so they can't use it. And then that should work. Plastic, I have 40 tons of plastic to make these. And it only takes 5, yeah, it only takes 5 kilograms versus the 40 ton, whatever it is. So we should be good with that one. I think we are pretty good. I think that's pretty good. I just have to crew the team and we should be good to go. I'm gonna use this rocket a few times. We'll see. We'll see what I do with this one. So let's go back outside. Steve is my scientist, and Steve actually has a lot of things that he'd like to do for this pretty much setup. So we're looking at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He needs 20. So I'm pretty sure we could get Steve lower, and I'll give him the other stuff if I really feels he needed. So we have the skill scrubber, and Steve gets scrubbing. We'll be looking at a schedule. Okay, so Steve he just got into his regular schedule. I think we're gonna send him off when he gets after his downtime, hopefully, so we don't have to wait too long for him to sleep. So yeah, Steve is getting a good scrub, and as soon as he's done, he should be able to go into the rocket and start off doing rocket stuff. I'm gonna have him take one of these suits with him. And the reason I use preserved grapefruit is because preserved grapefruit actually lasts longer. So if you look at grapefruit, did I tell you? Preserved grapefruit. So the calorie is pretty good for it. You get good quality, and you get a decent morale boost with it. Spoil timer is 32 cycles. I'm hoping with the fridge, I would love to get about 100 cycles with this thing, but I don't know. Did Steve get scrub yet? He did get scrub. Nice. Oh, this is gonna be brutal. Where is Steve? So skills he's gonna need. I believe he's definitely gonna need rocket piloting. Wait, does this not need a skill? I'm pretty sure this lab needs a skill to use. But we're gonna see. I don't know. We'll see. Where is Steve? Is he coming here, I wonder? Where's my refrigerated food? Yeah, because this is not taking off. Hopefully, how's my food? Yeah, they're still pretty fresh, except for this group, but whatever. Okay, Steve is here. So crew, how do I launch my rocket? I have no idea what I'm doing if it's not obvious by now. What else do I need for my checklist? Oh, destination. We just need you to go right there. Let's see. Launch sequence. All right, I'm hoping that works. Ooh, that is brutal. Temperature wise, what is that at? Wow. Okay, and that is my first rocket launch to date. Look at that. Oh, we're gone. Psh. Awesome. Launch your first rocket. Achievement completed. We got some achievement. I haven't checked my achievement in like forever. So launch your first rocket into space. We got a few. There's some of these achievements we're never gonna get because we didn't plan for them from the beginning. But let's see. Apollo. You really don't need a skill to use this. I thought you did. He has a bathroom. Oh, let's reconnect this pipe. Oh no, I messed up. I messed up. I really messed up. Oh no, I think I really messed up. What I could do, I can't even do that. I can't believe this is the issue I have. I messed the toilet up. All right, what we're gonna do is land the rocket and then send it back off. Let's grab you, change destination, send you back there. Oh, don't abandon. And how do I land this guy? Is that gonna land it? I think it did actually land it. Yeah, it did. And Steve dipped immediately. Okay, so we land. That was just terrible. I did burn a decent amount. It seems like 150 sugar per time. And what else did we burn? Yeah, it was the fertilizer. Yeah, we did use that up. I have these guys also building. Wow, they're pretty fast. Bunker tiles up there. So I have to make sure that this time I do that. That's all I need to do. So water should be good still. What about oxygen? I think we're still good with oxygen. Yeah, we're still good. Food. Why did I so little food? I'm just gonna have them put some more food in there for me. We should be good. It's weird that this is showing 0. Okay, there we go. That's the amount of food we have. Okay, we have a lot of food. That's because I grounded it, so people outside can't use it. So let's crew it again. Yep, Steve, you're gonna come back in here, and we're gonna send you off to space. I really thought this used like a skill to do. It seems like it don't. So I'm gonna do that. Crew, blah blah blah. Let's do destination, send you there, and oh, I still need more of that. I messed up. Steve is already in there. Come on. Okay, that's good. We just need sugar now. I mean, yeah, sugar. Ellie's gonna bring that. Now we can launch this sucker. There we go. We are good to go. And launch. And there goes our little sugar rocket. So with that being in space now, Steve should start working here. And he should have full access to everything, bathroom, water, and stuff like that. And it seems like he is making a decent amount. I don't know how much he's gonna make a cycle, but we're gonna check in on him and just let him work on that. Oh, let me give Steve. There we go. You have a bed, you should be good. He should be really good. He currently has 24 morale, which is pretty nice. So I can actually put him back in his research and not have an issue. So let's do this. I don't know what, that's just +2 piloting. Yeah, I don't need to do that. And that. Yeah, that's all he needs, 12 morale. And I'm hoping he should be able to make these faster. I'm just gonna keep eyeing the stress factor and see what's going on. I have way too much food in there, but whatever. Yeah, Steve is working, he's good. He has his bathroom to use. He has a comfy bed to sleep in. He got lots of food to eat. He has high morale. He has tickle feet. He's sleeping. Yeah, he's doing good. This is good. I was a little worried that my first time sending this off, there's gonna be issues, but no. You got fluorescent. I think we're really, really good. The only other stat that I have to look at is rads. So he's getting a little bit a day. About 70 a cycle, which is gonna have to be, I think if it gets over 50, it's gonna be a problem. I need rad pills. Unless he gets to the bathroom in time. Steve's schedule. Ooh. This is gonna be close because I'm not sure exactly if I'm gonna end up with an issue as rad issues. I think once it gets over 50, they start getting sick. Oh, I forgot to take you out of your suit, Steve. I'm an idiot. Unequipped suit. So we're looking at 40 rads. Come on. I know once they use the bathroom, they get rid of about 100 rads, I believe it is. So I'm hoping it's not too much of an issue. 52, 53. Let's see how he does. We're looking at about 60. Dude, when do you go use the bathroom? Okay, there we go. There we go. Now he go use the bathroom and he should get rid of all that rads. Yes, he does. But he constantly gains rads in this entire thing. So we get about 60 rads, he gets rid of it. He gained it back 60. So there shouldn't be an issue with that. We should be good. And that should maintain that he always has, yeah, he's good. He has a lot of morale. He has a lot of, his rads are low temperature. Oxygen is pretty good. There is some carbon dioxide, but I'm gonna let this build up a little bit more because, yeah, there's no need not to. Wow, we've already used a lot of oxygen. Ooh. I did not. So oxygen is gonna be the issue, it seems. And as far as research go, I think this needs 250. It looks like most of these can be done with just petroleum rocket. That might be good to use. It looks like most of these could be done with 1 or 2 trips. Yeah, I think these don't have, you know, we'll be fine. Steve will just make a few trips and we should be good. And as I look at it right now, I'm thinking I'm going to give him back his skills actually. So I'm going to give him back, the only thing he needs is suit wearing, which is going to put him to 20 and he's at 34. Yeah, we're going to let Steve run. Steve is doing his thing. He's doing good. I'm going to have to watch out for oxygen, but because we're so close to home base, it's not going to take long to actually have him come back down. Honestly, there's so much oxygen out here. I would love to bring some of this oxygen inside. So it's been like about 40 cycles since this rocket has been up here, and we have about 700, almost 800 units of data banks. I think we need like 1500 to be able to complete the research tree. So I think this is good for now. What I'm gonna do is actually send this guy back, and I'll change this out to the what do you call it? There is one that do space search. I think I'll change it to that. And I want to put Steve back in his suit because I think he needs that. And we are gonna land. Are we landing? I have no idea what we're doing. Hold up, let me see. Yeah, we are landing. Okay, nice. So here goes my little sugar rocket. And Steve should run. There we go. So let's view the inside. I don't want to buy food in here because I think what did I know food? Grub food? That's gonna spoil soon. Sweep command at a 9. That should be good. The plastic in here, I think I am gonna just do that for now. Oh, that's not plastic, it's algae. Honestly, I'm also gonna let them pick that up. And then we could always come back and get more algae if we need to. But for now, I think that's good. I think we got tons of data banks. I think this is where we're gonna end this today. When we come back, I think we should finish up this science research. And I know I had promised in the comments that I will show how to set up this and put some petroleum setup in it. The issue with petroleum is that it gives off carbon dioxide and polluted water. And I don't have a good way to deal with that yet. So I'll try to see if I can think of something by next episode. I have an idea, I just don't know if it's a good idea yet. But as soon as I do, I will put that in a video. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy my little, attempts at the rockets and the little rocket build we made in here, which I think is pretty good. I don't know if I actually properly showed it, right? But this is the inside. This is my water setup, and this is my pipe setup, and this is the power setup, right? And as far as like thing, we have the bed here. I have a decoration that makes it a luxury barracks. Private room just require more space. They don't have the more space. I also made this into a great hall by putting the mass table and a pot plus a recreation activity. But I had to block off the bathroom, which I did here. I did the carpeted to get them like tickle feet. And this will maintain happily. I think it was 30 morale. So you could do a lot of stuff in this little room. I entered the little oxygen diffuser afterwards because I realized I was running out of oxygen, and the oxygen diffuser works pretty well. Because I had because I had algae in here, you get a little bit of off gas, so that's always a thing to look at. But for the most part, this is pretty good. This works really well for rocket emission. If I had a better rocket, I could ascend this far to places and start colonies, honestly. Yeah, but I'm quite happy with this setup. The sugar rocket is not the best like go place. I think it only goes like maybe 3 to 4 tiles. But I hope you all enjoy. If you have some better ideas for me to do rockets, let me know. I will greatly appreciate that because I'm struggling with this a little bit. All right, folks, your host Average Gaming, and good night.